What's happening, guys? It's Adam here. Just before we go into this week's episode, I want to let you know that we do an extra episode of this shit every single week exclusively on Patreon. If you don't know what Patreon is, it's basically a way for you to financially support this podcast while getting a few rewards for yourself. Now, you can sign up for £3 a month, £5 a month, or £10 a month. The more money you give us, the more benefits you get. But even the people who only sign up for £3 a month, which is what, less than the price of a fancy coffee, you get an extra episode every single week, which is about an hour and a half long, where it's just me and Dan most of the time. You also get early access to these public episodes with the guests. You get discounts on merch, discounts on live shows, early access to tickets for stuff like that. And also, you get access to every single Patreon episode we've already done as soon as you sign up. There's a shitload of stuff there. It's a massive back catalogue. We've been doing this for months now. Sign up today at patreon.com/haveawordpod. The link is in the description. Subscribe to this channel while you're there. Give us a little like on the video, and let's get to the podcast. 101.
101.
We're officially into our second century of episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hooray.
Like a fucking sick batsman at the cricket.
A sick batsman. That was so much more gangster than cricket ever is. He's a fucking bad boy opening batsman, lad.
Yeah. Fucking
Takes a fucking new ball and smashes it. You've been into cricket. You don't give off a cricket vibe. But now I found out you're in a chess club. Things are changing.
Yeah,
you know?
I was in chess club, and I liked there was I think it might have been like 2006. There was an Ashes.
The Ashes.
It was one that was it 2006.
Yeah,
Flintoff, Peterson.
Oh no, 2004 wasn't it?
It was around that time. I used to play cricket in my front that year with me really been as the wicket.
Yeah,
2004 I think, because I was doing big value that year in Edinburgh.
I was doing me year 9 sats.
Yeah. Yeah. Dan's really old.
I got into it that
Yeah, but I was smashing puss. What were you doing? I mean, I did actually have sex at Fringe.
Did you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Won
Back
no
in the day
awards.
when Dan was a shagger. I really got into it that year, but I've never really, it's just the fact that they can play for like 3 weeks and then go, it was a draw. Like, that just does my head in.
3 weeks.
Yeah.
They can know if it gets rained off enough.
No, it has to end after 5 days.
Yeah, it's just 5 days.
5 days. Well, all right, potato.
Okay, good.
3 weeks, 5 days.
I don't think Adam would have been a great accountant, would he? You've written down 200,000, but where's the 1.2 million? Potato. Numbers. No, it's a bit of a. I mean, it is the ultimate fucking Tory fest, isn't it? Like,
Yeah, I'd love to just take like a bottle of fucking sours and some fucking Stella to the cricket and just get it, singing like.
It does go off though.
Oh, mate, they get
goes
absolutely
off.
shit-faced.
Yeah.
Bondi's not bothered about any sport. My best mate from school, Bondi, he was in the rugby team, couldn't have given a fuck. He was just a big lad. And they were like, you could be a prop, which is basically just a grammar school way of going, you're a fat bastard who can run. So he was never bothered about sport, but just got forced into it. Went to uni, he'd done dentistry, became mates with a load of Asian lads because there's loads of Asian lads ended up on his dentistry course.
Asian people love a tooth.
Yeah, they love a tooth. It's facts. They also have parents pressuring them into proper careers. Yeah. And they went to the cricket at Edgbaston, and Bondi's got no interest. And he was like, and his mate Sheeps bought him a ticket. And he literally never stopped talking about it. He was like, it's fucking brilliant. You're allowed to get shit-faced from 11. And then by 3 o'clock, the sun's baking. You're in a stand with no cover, just absolutely hammered. Bonnie was like, I couldn't get a word out of him about the game. He was like, don't know. But at one point, there was a guy collecting plastic glasses and carrying them around, and we were all cheering him. So that's all he was entertained by, getting shit-faced in the sun and watching dickers going, I got 200! And then dropping them.
Like the darts, innit? The darts is the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I tell you what, lads.
I'd love to go to that.
I would love to go alley-pally for the dart.
Yeah.
What is it?
Chelsea
Dagger, isn't it?
Oh,
Chelsea.
You gotta go.
that's what I was going to go.
No.
It's both of them, like.
Hang on. Which one's the more famous?
Dan's is the more famous one. Shut up.
Just like that.
Dan, yours is the famous one.
The working class. I love it.
What?
That's just a fucking working class.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a proper working class. Get in there. Get the fucking alley pally. No one's from Muswell Hill. Get the fucking tube. Get shit-faced. Yeah, I love it.
Do you like darts? Do you like playing it?
Oh, I love a bit of darts. I was raised on darts, boy. Hey, I had a fucking arrow in my hand at fucking 1.5. Hey, I got my first 180 before I was out of fucking nappies, boy.
Do you like that?
I shit darts, boy. Hey, you look at me, you say, do you like darts, Dan? I fucking shit darts. Yeah, well, it's quite fun, isn't it?
My dad was in the dart team.
Everything's fun when you're pissed. Let's be honest. Any sport, cricket, on like if all four of us went and we weren't allowed to drink and the weather wasn't good, we'd be like, yeah, cricket's fucking dull, innit? Goes on for 3 weeks. If we were hammered in a stand and it was sunny and Finn's trying to do fucking, go on Finn, do a fucking glass thing. Hey, Finn's falling over. If we were shit-faced at the darts, it would be fucking quality.
Yeah, but like I'd also want to keep an eye on the score and that, do you know what I mean? It wouldn't all be about the fun.
Right, so I'll tell you what, I'll get the apple sours lined up and you can be there with your...
What isn't fun, drunk? Ice fishing.
I reckon that's better. It's still better than...
Ice fishing.
Tell you what I watched.
Where did that come from?
I'll tell you what I watched the other day. I don't know exactly what it's called.
There we go.
It just, you know, where you know, in poker, people have got tells. Adam's bullshit tell is when he starts and you're like, oh, Adam's just telling me, and then he goes, because he's laughing at the shit he's just made up in his head.
No, I haven't. I swear to God.
Go on, then. You tell me, boy.
No, it's like they've got skis on, but they look like squirrels when they jump out of a tree. Like they go like down.
Oh, you're like Eddie the Eagle.
Yeah, like is it base jumping?
No, when they go down the...
And then they like fly off and like they put the skis on.
I want to say the long jump, but that's...
It's Eddie the Eagle, wasn't it?
What?
Ski jump!
Is it just ski jump?
Oh, mate, I watched that the other morning for a few hours and it was
A few hours.
literally for a few hours. Yeah. And then they did another one where it was like skiing down a hill, but you've got like, there's flags and you've got to hit them. It's like checkpoints.
Yeah, you don't have to hit them. You just got to go between them.
Yeah, but if you hit them,
this fella was trying his best to hit
them.
Yeah,
no, but they do. That's the slalom.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. They're just trying to, they got to go round it, but to obviously get down the hill quickest, you've got to go the least distance. I mean, so they bang into them. They don't have to. If you're a spanner, you can be like, I
was just watching it. I thought it looked quite easy.
Yeah.
You can't snowboard or skate.
No, like not that one. That one looked, more difficult.
The flying one,
the jump one, like you know what I mean. You just fucking
I mean, you end up in the same place, don't you? You're getting down one way. Here comes Adam Rowe. What? You can hear. Or there'll be like a load of. They do the little bell, don't they? They're like. And then all you'd hear from the whole crowd would be like, and then it just hear, ta-da!
You'd break both legs.
Oh my God.
No, but like, they don't.
No, but he doesn't believe he would. He'd be like, no.
They don't like push themselves down or anything. They literally just let the hill do the work.
Gravity does it.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
There's almost no skill. The hill's doing all the work.
Can we go?
I honestly don't understand because like I heard the commentator going like, "Oh, they trained for years for this," and I was like, "Doing what?" Like they literally all they can possibly do is just have another go and hope for the best. Do you know what I mean?
Can we go skiing?
The hill is so steep.
Yeah.
And as they're coming down, like they're falling with the hill for a long way. Yeah. It's not like it's flat and they just have to fucking work it out. So as they come down, the skill is to like let your skis touch and then get your balance. But you're like,
it's conquering the fear as well. Like tobogganing's not hard.
No, but like they've got massive skis. Like it's not like they're trying to land on their feet. They're trying to land on essentially big planks of wood. It helps, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does help. Yeah, because if you did it without, it'd be harder.
Yeah.
If you just went down in your slippers, that's a different event, isn't it?
Like, if you want to make it more challenging, make them wear ice skates.
Yeah.
And make them land on ice instead of snow.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because like they do it in.
Are we talking about skating. Watching it or doing it?
Doing it.
Oh, you want to do it? I just want to get shit faced and watch something. Adam's like, I want to get up there. When you go to, have you ever been to
an
like
Olympic medal?
The Olympic pool in Edinburgh? Did you ever go swimming when you're at the Fringe?
Yeah.
They've got those. Like not all swimming baths have got them, but if you go to an Olympic, the only one I've ever been to is at Edinburgh. and they've got the diving boards.
Yeah.
Where you can basically the size of a.
I've been off the top one, yeah.
Yeah.
You fucking haven't.
I have.
Into the shallow end as well.
Did you wear ice skates for that one? Fucking too easy to speed those, lad.
No, I did. I went up and had a go.
You never.
I did.
You never.
There was no fucking person by the ladder, so I just got up and I just jumped off.
And
He'd had a bad review that morning.
Fuck you, Chad.
didn't you break the world record? Is that that one?
I just jumped off. No one measured me or anything. I just done a few spins.
Yeah, let you take the impact.
No,
I'm
you
not
never.
even messing.
You are.
I've jumped off the top thing in Edinburgh Pool. The one on Holyrood.
Oh yeah, there's that's the one.
Yeah, I went there. I was meant to go with Ed Hedges, mate of mine, but he was too hungover, and I was like, I'm still going. I'll feel better after
You
this.
don't want to do the Olympic
Just
diving
'cause you
board
know where
hungover.
something
But
is.
I don't reckon I'd have done it if I wasn't. Like, do you know what I mean? Because
So
I was
you-
hungover, I was like, fuck it, give it a go.
Just know where something is doesn't mean you've done it. I know where Wimbledon is and I've never won it. Oh, Wimbledon,
No,
yeah.
it's semi-finalist though.
Yeah.
Wimbledon's really fun.
Have you won that as well?
I haven't won it. You know,
Put your mind to it.
I was in the qualifiers, but I had that ankle injury, didn't I?
Yeah,
So-
West Derby qualies. They're really into that.
But I
Wimbledon.
actually have jumped off the top diving board.
Honest.
Yeah.
Swear down.
Swear down.
Go on then.
If you've got that instinct that you could do that,
I just did a little.
I reckon.
You fucking You might have jumped off, but you didn't do a somersault.
I couldn't help it.
What?
Like, it just happened.
You dive forward or
Oh, do you want me to do this for you? He's having fun though.
how did you dive off? Like a pencil or
New
ball?
year, new Adam.
Like, I just went.
Did you?
And then your momentum just takes you. And I was just spinning. And then I
Your
remember going like
momentum
that.
just
And then the
takes
water just like got me.
Mad.
Yeah.
I'm not messing.
But there was an instructor at the side who stood up and just started clapping. That's fucking.
Guinness were in. They were like, that's the best dive
That's
I've ever seen.
incredible.
He's in the
I've
book.
never seen anything like it. It's one of the best
I
dives
think-
we've ever seen.
Because like I was like looking at there was like a lifeguard stood at the bottom of the ladder thing.
Yeah,
and
here we
I think she went for the ciggy or something.
Yeah.
So that's when
Lifeguards are always going for fucking
Was it
cigarettes,
a-
aren't they? I fucking love it.
I just took me chance.
Was it John Grisham, the lifeguard?
He's off.
I'm not messing.
You are. You absolutely fucking are.
I was in the pool just like treading water, right? And then I was just keeping an eye on her. And then I seen her just like check her watch and go. And she went off and I was like, she's not coming back. She's either gone for the shit or the ciggy. I've got 5 minutes here. And I just squirreled me way up. And like, I think the fact that like I was in a rush, that's what made me flip. Because I was just like, fucking go for it. Like, do you know what I mean? Go for it.
Yeah. But you're all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. How deep did you...
I'd have had another go if she hadn't come back.
Oh yeah, she finished her. Just had half. She's a lifeguard. She can't have a full cigarette.
No.
That'd be irresponsible. You know, a kid cannot drown in the time it takes you to have half a cigarette. That's a fact.
Yeah. I was the only one in the pool.
Can we go to the darts? Is what we're saying. Are we good? Can we go to the darts?
I'd love to go to the darts.
They say don't sit in the lower concourse bit because people at the top throw pints of piss at you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You know, I said about the working class. Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. It'd be a bit. It'd be a. What's the tiers of like the roughest sporting events where it could get a bit feisty? Where have you gone?
He's gone somewhere.
He has, hasn't he? He's still flying through the fucking Olympic swimming pool air.
It's just funny because I know that this sounds like bullshit and I know that neither of you even believe me 1% and it's 100% true.
I honestly, sometimes I have no idea. Like, if you had to ask me to put money on it, I'd be in real trouble. I'd be like, I'm not sure. Because you talk so much shit on this podcast. And some of it is comedy gold. Other bits, I'm
why I'm
like,
laughing.
I know. I can't tell you if it's bullshit.
I don't not believe. Maybe
I'd err
you
on the
jumped
side
off,
of bullshit.
But the spinning, you didn't do somersaults.
I didn't mean to spin. Me momentum did it for me.
But when you hit the
Like
water,
a Beyblade
I
going
can't
through
believe
the
we're still talking about it. When you hit the water, was that you managed to get yourself right there?
Like, I sort of seen it coming, but I was still spinning. Do you know what I mean? I opened my arms.
Oh, so you belly flopped it?
Out of his spin.
Like, I sort of like neck flopped it.
Neck
It felt like my neck went in before my head.
How high was it?
He's off. Nah,
No,
right, when you
like,
went,
it felt
I
like
think
I'm not saying that happened, but that's what it felt like. Do you know what I mean? But then I come up and I was, wow.
What is it, like 50
like a
feet?
rush?
More, less? How high is that?
Yeah.
that sounds right.
50 foot? Onto your neck?
Yeah, but I obviously didn't go into my neck, or I'd probably be dead.
How high is 50
But it
foot?
felt like that.
3 of his dicks.
Yeah.
The
It was
highest
fun though. I'd do it again.
the highest platform is 33 foot.
I'd do it again. But I wouldn't. I wouldn't normally be able to do it. I think it's because I was hungover. Because I don't really like
That's
heights.
what Tom Daly does, doesn't it? He gets fucked the night before the Olympics.
Oh, he gets absolutely smashed.
Yeah,
I
that's why he
think-
wins.
He's a
I think-
Sambuca man.
Yeah.
I think you should be allowed to have 1 pint before your driving test.
Why is that?
Because it calms you down, and no one drives safer than someone who thinks they might be over the limit.
I don't
Do you know
even
what I mean? You know when you've had a pint and you're like, right, no, I'm not gonna leave the car. I'm gonna make sure to get home because it'll be a ball. I come to get it tomorrow.
Where would you have the pint? At the test centre?
No, you'd have it in the car.
because they'd have to check you'd had a proper pint. So you'd have to go for a DVLA pint.
Yeah.
Just Carlin, they'd fail you if you went Stella,
Yeah.
because that's irresponsible.
No, but you know, like, do you not understand what I'm saying?
I do.
Calms you
understand.
down, and it also makes you a bit nervous.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So you're like, you know, it could be over the limit, and you drive.
makes you a bit nervous. Like everyone's turning up to the driving test, like couldn't give a fuck.
No, but I mean, like you know, when you get into your driving test, you get a bit fucking confident in that, and you.
Is it relative?
No one gets that confident.
Oh, like your side, lad.
Is it relative?
I'm going Mackies.
So like if you had a pint, it wouldn't affect you as much as like a 18-year-old girl.
Yeah, well, I can have 2.
So you can have you have 2 pints before you test.
Oh, 1.5. One on the top.
Shandies.
Yeah, 2 lager tops.
So
I just think like the roads would be safer if everyone had a pint before
you
the
think
road.
the roads would be safer if people who weren't allowed to drive got drunk and went out driving?
They're not drunk, tipsy.
Not tipsy, just take the edge off.
Yeah.
Shot of whiskey would do that.
Yeah.
DVLA whiskey.
Yeah.
That'd be an awkward bar, wouldn't it?
It'd be weird, wouldn't it?
Who's serving? The head instructor.
Yeah.
There you are, down that.
You go down it or do you,
Oh,
I
you
just
take your
got
time,
drink,
whatever. Just at your own pace. I'm not like.
Is it illegal? You know they do drug testing in sport. What if after a Premier League football match, they tested the players and was like, "Fucking hell, Firmino's had about 3 pints."
I think it's got to be enhancing, hasn't it? Though I don't.
No,
know.
but I mean, is that if they tested for alcohol, would they be like? Would that be counted as like illegal? Are you allowed
No.
to? Are you allowed to be pissed in sport? Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Well,
It's not like it's not performance enhancing. If any, well,
No,
It's
but you just said with
detrimental.
the driving test, it makes you more relaxed.
Yeah.
You know,
No, but I
David De
don't.
Gea's
I
like, nah, fuck, I love a bit of
don't think it's
goalkeeping.
classified as a performance enhancing.
he's
drug. I
had some
think you can
bevies
do it.
lately, and he's shy.
Yeah, I think if you tested positive for like cocaine or heroin or something, there might be a problem.
Heroin.
Always with heroin. Always with
Adama
heroin.
Traore has a big fucking slug of heroin and then goes out. Yeah.
Sheffield United are smacked off their tits then by all accounts.
Yeah, like I don't think that's allowed. But having a bevy,
You don't think that's allowed? No, I don't think it's allowed either.
Have you ever played football a bit pissed?
Hungover, yeah. And you
No, it's
genuinely
a bit-
do, and you genuinely do play better because the thing about football is you don't do you don't do things because you don't want to make a mistake.
He gets really emotional about football, doesn't he?
And play for ages.
Jesus Christ. You've been in tier 3 about 8 seconds. You're like, oh.
No, because you don't do things because you're worried about making a mistake. But when you're hungover, you can give a fuck. So you go for that fucking little step over, don't you?
Yeah.
So I do play better hungover.
You get a little bit, yeah.
I don't last as long.
I've played footy after 4 pints.
Right.
Just went out like after work and had footy later on. Had 4 pints and then went and had a game of footy.
Does it affect your sort of stamina and running or anything?
No, I think I was just in a good mood.
Just play
Do
a
you know what I mean? Like, you know,
really
you-
confident central midfielder.
When you've had like 3 or 4 pints and you just you like that good zone, like you know, like the taxi to town after pre-drinks.
Oh,
I was like that in that zone playing
you know,
footy.
yeah.
So you know what I mean. So I had fucking show me love playing in my head. Fucking, you know what I mean? Do Gerard.
How many goals?
Shooting from everywhere.
Yeah.
How many goals did you score?
Lost count.
15, 20?
Easy. But that's not unfeasible, is it?
For you to score 15 to 20 goals in a game of
5
football?
aside.
Yeah.
No, I'm on fire.
Half pissed.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a fucking great bit of the night, isn't it?
The taxis to town.
I miss going
God.
out so much.
The taxi to town. It's all ahead of you. Like, arguably, if you averaged it out, That might be the best bit of the night, because some nights are like, nah, it's been all right, but so-and-so's missus kicked off and then we didn't get in that place because he was too pissed. Some nights are great. Some nights are a bit meh, but all nights in the taxi when you're like, meh, meh,
It's mad the the best nights are genuinely the unplanned ones, aren't they? Like if you just end up a night out, it's always better. I think anyways.
I think maybe that isn't that. Yeah, I've had some. There's been some organised belting nights out, but I think your perception of it is like when it's someone's stag do. You talk about it for ages. Someone's planned it. You go out. You can still have a blinder, but you're like, well, that should be a blinder because it costs loads of fucking money and we planned it for ages. When it just happens, that your perception is like, what a fucking win that was.
Yeah. I've had so many good nights where like I've been shopping and fucked the shopping off and just gone, should we just have a pint and a burger and like Wetherspoons, and then you're like, should we have another one before we go back shopping, and like, should we have 4 more and then not do any more shopping?
Well, we used to take our
just fucking hammered.
Yeah.
With an LFC bag and a fucking Primark.
When we go shopping, I mean, he didn't have ID. I'd take my ID with me because I knew we were going out.
Yeah.
And his dad would laugh going, I'll see you at 4 a.m. We go, we're not going out. And he'd go, yeah. And we just go
so out. Hang on. You went shopping, bought some stuff, and then went on the piss.
Sometimes,
because that would do my head in having bags with me.
Yeah, but we always knew the people who worked in bars, so we put them behind the bar.
There you go.
Yeah.
There's a connection.
Yeah.
You've got years of pissed up shopping left all around town. Those lads that left the fucking.
Oh, they were so good them days.
260 quid of Hugo Boss stuff in the fucking cloakroom. Terrible that Scouse accent. Sorry about that, guys.
Yeah. I can't wait for
awful.
Obviously, like big announcement and all that yesterday. Very fucking depressing and all that.
It was coming though, wasn't it? Ugh.
I'd already written January off. I just wanted to get fucking New Year's Eve in for me gigs and that, but you know, shit happens. But I can't wait for that first night. You know, when every single person in the UK has been vaccinated and they can open up properly. So like first week of February, whenever it's going to be.
Mate, some of the things you've said on this podcast so far have been like hilarious. The flying off the diving board at 33 feet, like they're getting shit faced on your driving test, but everything's sorted by Feb 1st. Come on, don't be a pussy.
No, but like,
oh god,
be a few months, but like that first night in town when you can just fucking go for it.
That'll be next year.
2022?
Yeah.
No, it won't.
Lad, the new vaccine's got a 3-month waiting period between doses.
Yeah.
And you haven't even had it yet.
No.
And it's already January.
And you're way down the list.
No, but there's 50 million of them by March they've got. So
yeah,
everyone by March will have had the first bit. So
not everyone by March will have had the first
50 million they've got.
Yeah, but when are they going to do them?
50 million? It'd have to be like Mackie D's, like, it's not going to happen that quick.
No, they're going to like get people in like Aldi's to do them, aren't they?
Keep going. Now I'm on the hook.
No, but they've said like they're gonna like get like key workers.
Aldi as well, the fastest of all the supermarkets.
Yeah, like you're gonna be able to go to Tesco. It's gonna be 24 hours, so you can go to like a drive-through and get your fucking 20 nuggets and a COVID vaccine.
Timpsons, they're doing them in Timpsons. You get your keys cut, get your vaccine.
I think it'll genuinely at the earliest October, November before normal.
No,
before Pot World.
See, I know you don't believe in this strain, but this has shit it's shit the bed, this strain. Whether you think it's real or not, it's having an effect on policy, and everything's going to get tightened up, because if the transmission rate goes mental, they're not going to let kids go back, and we're going to get stuck back like down the gears, which is really depressing. Just the vaccine's not going to fix this in time as quickly as we thought it would. I think everyone thought, yeah, by March, April, it'll be all right. I don't think it can be fixed via the vaccine that quickly.
June, I reckon, will be all sound. June, July. Genuinely, that's my guess. Like it'll be literally back to normal. June, July.
I think 2021's not going to be the year that. Happy New Year, everybody! I just don't think it's all fucking roses.
I'd love it to be, but
and if it is, I tell you what, if it is, it would be amazing. It would be amazing. But I think I'm doing that thing where you go into a gig and you're like, oh, it's gonna be shit. And then if it's all right, you're like, it was all right. Yeah. That was all right. I'm doing the same thing with like 2021, where everyone's like, oh my god, that was a shit year. 2021's gonna be amazing. I'm just mentally preparing myself for a bit of a dog shit start to it.
See, I can't do that because that's just too depressing to me. So if it's not all sorted by July, I'm just going to kill myself.
Okay, cool. We're going to go for an advert now. Cyanide, our new sponsor. Cyanide capsules, 10% off. Oh, Jesus. What can we do pod-wise? We've done the live show. We did the live stream. That was fucking great. It was a great little early Christmas thing. We didn't think... this year's been astronomical, hasn't it? For terrible for the other part of our career, but careers.
But for this, it's been...
What are we going to do? What can we treat ourselves when things have eased up? Laura's, out the baby.
We'll go away together. We're on a trip.
Yeah.
When's the darts?
See, I think stuff like that's going to be last.
Right, yeah.
I think we could just go away, go somewhere cool, like Copenhagen or something.
Copenhagen?
Because I was gonna for his birthday's next week.
But why Copenhagen?
I'll tell you now.
Oh my God, that was so random. Like, we could go somewhere nice, like Copenhagen. All right. And we're also sponsored by Copenhagen.
No, it's his birthday next week, so I was going to get us tickets to go away. I was thinking Amsterdam, but then that's going to be pretty closed. So I Googled it, and Copenhagen's open. But not to English people, not to British people.
What are you going to do? Well, you're halfway there. You could be like,
Yeah.
What am I going to do for my birthday? I might have a little
What accent are you going to do to get into Denmark? Hello, welcome to Copenhagen. Where are you, Adam Rowe? Where are you coming from?
I'm from Newcastle. Ball and wrist. Fog on the time. You hear it? Gaza song?
I know Geordies think they're separate from this country, but they're definitely still English.
No. Newcastle.
Okay.
I'm from Newcastle. Let me in to have party with my friend. It is my birthday.
Like the Danish
This
government.
was a gift from God and Carl.
And Alan Shearer. And Tamuri Kitzbauer.
I would like to come into your country to have several pints of beer to celebrate my 29th birthday.
Yeah.
That is why I'm here.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I am saying to you?
I do.
I am saying I have arrived
Do you remember,
to celebrate my birthday.
Dan, can you be the border control person, please?
Yeah. Okay. Welcome to Copenhagen.
Hello.
Where are you from?
It is my birthday today.
Mr.
This is my friend Carl.
Okay. Can I ask you a question? Where are you from?
I am from originally.
Where are you traveling from today?
I am traveling from the motherland, the land of hope and sun and sea and glory.
Where is this place?
Newcastle upon Tyne.
Okay, you know that is still in England.
No. No. You cannot do this to me on my birthday. I have had a test. It says
You've done an accent to make sure you get in Denmark, and you've done a different version of the same nationality.
I have had a test. It says I don't have it. He has not got it. What is your problem? Why are you ruining my birthday? Why would you do this to a woman like me on her birthday?
You've changed genders on the fly.
Changed? You do not know anything about me all my life.
Adam, do you look like you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you're in.
Let me into the country.
You're in.
Where is the best bar to go for your birthday?
What for?
I want a cake. I want a shot. I want a pint of lager.
For a trans.
And I want it for free.
For a trans.
You will give me it for free for the inconvenience that you have given me.
Okay. You're in, by the way.
Okay.
You've fucking boulder dashed your way in.
Yes. Let him in too.
You're an attractive fucking Geordie woman, though.
Let him in too.
I'll give you that.
Let him in too.
I've been drinking on the big market. You're a 6.
Don't think that'd work.
It did work.
Yeah.
We've just
did.
literally played it out.
Yeah,
what was
it
the
did.
point in playing it out if that wasn't literally a test?
It just did. It worked.
Get it booked.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're such a good couple, you two. It's really nice.
Yeah, we're going to go away.
You're one of the best couples I know.
I'm thinking of having an illegal rave for my birthday instead.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Wanna come?
No, I'm going to give that one a miss.
Why? I'm only having a rave because it's your scene.
All right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Get
you
you some pills.
You're okay. I'm in.
Paracetamol.
Yeah, and I'm in. I'm in.
Ibuprofen.
Yeah, if I can take drugs, I'm in.
Yeah, I'm just thinking of hiding some lights in there, getting a DJ, like a fucking
Hiding lights.
bass hunter or something. Hiring
I
lights.
thought you said hiding
He
lights.
did.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do for your birthday?
Trying to hire bass hunter to come to Crocky Park.
He's mates with Dicko.
I know, yeah.
And that's not even a joke.
Now you're gone, I realize my love. Is he from Denmark? This is weirdly cyclical. Or is he
But
Swedish?
he's mates with someone we know,
Yeah.
which is
Weirdly.
odd.
Finn
I don't-
Bogassian. Could you just check where Bass Hunter's from?
Sweden.
Oh, he's Swedish. That's the same.
Yeah.
Same sort of white.
Defo breaking the rules.
Fucking
though.
scando, mate.
Me
Yeah,
birthday.
bass hunter
Are
in
you
the kitchen.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
No.
Go on, tell us.
Let's have a little fucking party in ours, do you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Me.
Should you just shush into a microphone?
Me.
The most popular podcast in the Northwest.
Me, Carl. You can come.
Yeah.
A few friends. Enemies.
You've inviting some enemies.
Yeah.
You-
Spice it up a bit.
Who are your enemies?
What?
Who are your
That's
enemies?
for me to know and you to be.
Me.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. A few shandies, you know?
So weird.
What's
We're going to have
going
a party, though.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's shit, isn't it?
Even if it's just me and him.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's in me bubble, isn't he? So it's fine.
Fucking bubble. I love it. We're just going to expand the bubble a little bit, you know, to 10, 15 friends.
I'm in 15 bubbles, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to look after those bubbles.
I'm in a bubble bath.
Yeah.
Don't call him Aero for nothing.
Yeah. I'm in a support bubble bath.
Don't you bother.
Yeah. Go right. Yeah, I'm in a bubble bath, mate. Yeah.
You're in a bubble bath.
Yeah. In a
Yeah.
support bubble bath. Fucking bubbles
And
everywhere.
if you start shagging someone, you're in a cum bubble.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I
Let's have a
am
look.
doing illegal shit, like.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know you've laid that out.
Yeah.
But
You
like-
said before I announced it. I'm just letting you know. You and £10 Patreons are all invited.
Okay, cool. That just got bigger, that pie, didn't it? Oh, no, it's a £10 Patreon bubble. Come on, guys.
Wrong. Could be.
Technically, they support us financially. They are our support bubble.
Yeah, are they just going to come one at a time, or are they allowed partners?
Oh, they can only come on their own.
Oh, right, okay. So there's just 350 people in
I
this
don't have
birthday.
to bring me a present.
All right,
Of at least £50 and
350
above
people in the
value.
birthday
How
bubble.
much?
50 quid and above.
Interesting.
Not any of these 49 quid presents. 50 or nothing.
Interesting.
What's your coffee intake? What's going on?
I've only had one coffee
Oh,
today.
right, okay, good. Because it's been a magical mystery tour, hasn't it? Literally like £50 presents, not 49. Do I have to buy you a present for your birthday? We've just done really nice Christmas presents.
You do have to buy me a present for my birthday, yeah?
Do we?
It better be fucking lovely as well.
I mean, I'm not getting you a present.
I think we've nailed it with the Christmas presents there.
I planned on.
I mean,
but
I got
can't
an I
go.
love.
You fucking are! I'm going to be fucking it on my own on my birthday. I want
No,
presents
you're
from
not.
everyone.
You're gonna have loads of people
No,
round.
I'm not. I can't do it. My neighbours are grasses. They probably listen to this. Are you, Cole?
I've got you an I love cock mug.
I got you that, didn't I, Dan?
Now let's share it.
No.
Oh, we haven't spoken about presents, have we?
Should we talk about them before we go for a break? Then we'll do questions after the break. What did I get you, Dan? Show them the mug again. Do you know how much I laughed when I seen a mug that just... Because, like, I love the subtlety of it.
Yeah.
That's what you love about it.
Yeah.
It is subtle, though, isn't
You
it?
love the subtlety of an I love cock
What
mug.
does it say?
It's also really clever because it's not an easy re-give, is it? If I keep it in the box, save it for Christmas, give it to my, wife's
have to
gran.
I
Here you
have to
are,
say-
Gigi.
Not me gifting anything, you little shit.
Do you think the box being ripped is the thing that stops me re-gifting I love cock? I don't think it was the box being ripped that was the problem. Going!
That didn't go in the bin.
I wasn't really aiming for the bin. Thanks. That's all he got me. That's the only presents we gave each other.
Yeah. I gave you that and you went, I forgot.
Yeah, I'm not into it.
It's our Dan, innit? In a wheelchair, as always. Old cunt.
For anyone listening on audio, Adam's got me a Professor Xavier bald bobblehead.
I know he's
Yeah.
having a wank.
Little pop vinyl. Hey, look at this. Ready? Sorry if you're on the audio, but wheelie! Wheelie!
And,
And go!
Carl got me a vintage 600 Polaroid camera, which was very... You give good presents, don't you? Trips to Copenhagen.
Yeah.
Fucking old Olympic jump here.
Yep. It's a vintage Polaroid.
What-
refurbished.
Well, Merry Christmas, boys. Thanks for the delayed presents.
Picture.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah. And he got...
I got him some art, some real art. I got someone to draw
Dean Coughlin.
an unmade
Someone.
bed.
Big Dean Coughlin.
So Tracy Emin's bed has been immortalised. Well, I mean, beyond the fact that it is pretty famous. Dean Coughlin
Yeah.
has done this for us. Who's listened to for us for ages? He does the Damn Daniel podcast with Danny Mack, and he's done my own version of the bed. So on the audio, if you can't see it on the picture, we've got my glasses, we've got a Volvo key, some Crocs, my weird Muslim cap, some porn, hooch, Cronenberg, loads of lube, wanking tissues, Mr. Meeseeks. I fucking love it.
I just want to,
Thank you, Adam. That is a genuinely lovely present.
that is better than what Tracy Emin did.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
It is.
yeah. I agree. I agree.
We'll find somewhere for it.
I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah. Dan got me. It's over there. It's a Nike Liverpool hoodie. Very, very, very nice. Lots of space on the midriff when I give up on this diet thing and put all my tits back on. Yes, it's very lovely.
I bought XL, which is not meant to be a dig. I just bought XL.
Yeah,
It's fine. Big hoodies are good. Dan got me an Everton top, which is nice because they're my favourite.
yeah.
Finley, what did you get?
I got some FIFA points from Adam. Buzzing.
It's the best present in the world, that.
And a T-shirt from Dan, a Liverpool T-shirt, and a jacket from Carl. I've been spoiled.
I think I've done.
This is more than my own family got.
I
me.
know. I had a moment today when I was like, these are particularly good presents. Yeah.
Next year, I reckon we all agree on a $5,000 budget.
Yeah. No, what we
Wow.
said, didn't we? It's 2.5% or whatever the Patreon is. That's what we spent on each other.
Yeah,
Good God.
Which hopefully next year we're like 10, 15 million pounds.
yeah. Tell your friends to sign up. Patreon.com/HalfAWayPod. We'll get some really good Ferraris.
Yeah.
Should we have a break?
Yeah.
That felt like a break, didn't it?
Yeah.
Alexa, play Lifted by Lighthouse
Jerry Halliwell.
Family.
Lift Me Up.
What?
Alexa, play Lift Me Up by Jerry Halliwell. Lift me up. Na, 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 na.
That's going to play in somebody else's.
What's happening, guys? Today's sponsor is beer52.com. They are the UK's #1 craft beer discovery club.
And they've teamed up with us to give our listeners a free case of beer.
That means you get 8 free beers, an award-winning beer magazine, and a tasty snack as your first free order.
And it's free. You pay nothing. You just pay the £5.95 postage and packaging.
You'll then be a member of their craft beer discovery club, and they send you a different theme of beers every month. Past themes have been the beers of Belgium, the beers of Korea, California, all over the world. Every month, a new theme, and they're always a belter.
You'll find craft beers that you'll never find on your own. And also, you can pause your membership at any time.
So do us a favour, support the podcast, support our sponsors, go to beer52.com/word. That's BEER52.com/WORD.
Every time you sign up, we get a little bit of money. So you get your free beers. There's a little bit of money to support the podcast. It's win-win. I'm a member. I love it.
Let's get back to the podcast. But go and get some beers. Pause it here. Go and get some beers.
B52. Now you're gone. I realize my love for you was strong.
Alexa, play All Rise by Blue.
See, people aren't going to know what we're doing here. On the Patreon episode this week, we talked about Dan's Alexa that he got for Christmas. And a lot of the listeners said that when they were listening to the podcast, Alexa was also listening to it and started going off on mad shit. So we're just trying to get all your Alexas to do stuff. Like, Alexa, count to 1,000 and don't stop no matter who says stop.
You can't tell Alexa to do something and then be like, Alexa, do this, and no one is allowed to override this order.
Oh, I've got
Have
one.
you checked?
Really?
I've got one. Alexa, set a 3 a.m. alarm.
Oh, you fucking rat.
People might forget.
Oh, people, yeah.
Oh my God. That was Sensei Carl. At Sensei Carl.
Alexa, set a timer for 3 days and 45 minutes. Alexa, turn the volume up to 50.
Alexa, ring the police.
Can Alexa ring the police?
Probably.
Nah.
No.
Alexa, text mum, call her slag.
I'm texting your mum and calling her a slag.
Alexa, play the last played video on Pornhub.com.
Wow. Earphones in for this one.
Alexa, fuck off. That's what I do at mine.
Yeah.
She's going, I don't understand. I'm like, well, you fucking wouldn't.
What, Adam? What did I
Have
ever
you-
do to you?
I know you're doing the questions, Dan, but
No,
I've
you
got,
could.
I've got a
I've
question.
just got some up.
was watching The Purge the other day. Ever seen it?
I know the idea.
The premise.
Yeah, I have seen it. Yeah, it's good.
So it's 12. You get to break the law for 12 hours once a year,
Including murder, innit?
It's everything.
Yeah.
Any
Everything.
law you can bend. If you could purge for 12 hours, what would you do? Like
So hang on,
genuinely though.
So hang on, before we get into it, is a purge just announced now?
No, so they say on February the 1st,
So you've got a month to get weapons.
if you want to use weapons, yeah, you can do anything. What would you do?
So non-comedy answer, real answer.
Real answer, yeah, because you can go and kill people and stuff. But if you genuinely for 12
Go and
hours,
kill people?
no, but I'm saying your answer would be kill people, wouldn't it?
No.
Fucking would.
I
You can do anything for 12 hours, basically. What would you do?
It's mad, that film, isn't it? Because it's a really uncomfortable watch.
But it's a really
and then within that world, everyone fortifies their house, don't they?
yeah.
Like, because that's part of their culture that once a year they get that purge 12
But
hours.
it's a really
so
wasted
everyone has
idea.
like bomb blast, like.
I think it's a wasted idea because the idea of that everyone would just kill each other is a bit untrue, innit?
So
If
what
were
would you do?
I don't know. I'd probably work out a way to like defraud something and make money or something like that. Or, but you
What?
wouldn't you? You'd work.
What do you mean?
Carl would ring Sky and pretend to be his mum and get the sport added.
See how perfect's that?
Yeah, it's dead perfect, except in the world where there's a purge, I don't think Sky have got the call centres on. Like, we want to come into work because it's the purge.
Okay.
Well, you have to, because someone might be watching.
Okay, that ruins it then, doesn't it? Let's say
I don't think. I
they
think.
announce it for you.
I think the purge is more like, have you got murderous tendencies, or would you just shut up shop? Because every time I watch that film, they're like, someone's knocking at the door. I'd be like, someone's dead
Ringing the
then,
bell.
because I'm not fucking opening it. But it's so inhumane. Don't give a shit. It's purge night. The bomb shields aren't going down. But we had to let him in. As soon as you let him in on the purge, you're like, you fucking moron.
Yeah.
Let them die on the doorstep, and I'll sweep up the body in the morning.
Where's
Kiss
your
my
Christmas
arse.
spirit?
Fuck that. No, what is it? The Christmas purge? Yeah. It's a special Christmas purge.
I just think it's shit that the idea everyone would murder. It annoys me. I wish people come up with more fucking.
But you know, in the purge, you know, like NatWest online banking isn't down, and you just get to fiddle with money. It's more just like you can get away with any physical crime on the night, so people roam around and just fucking settle scores and murk people.
But like, let's say I go and rob, like a belter of a car,
Yeah.
like an absolute belter. Cause I've robbed it, do I get to keep it?
Just rob the.
Like on the day after the purge, do they come around and go, look, you're not going to prison, but we need the car back?
Yeah, but is it worth going out on the streets of West Derby, where
Derby's
you
quite nice though.
where, on purge night? I think it might get a little bit edgy.
No, but I wouldn't say in West Derby. I'd go to like my local Ford dealership.
Right, how would you get there?
In my Kia Sportage.
You drive in a purge in your Kia Sportage.
Well, I'd get there, right,
Right.
just before the purge starts, so no one can kill me on the way, and then I've just got to make it back in my
So
new
6
fucking
p.m. purge starts.
Mustang. Yeah.
5:45, Adam's driving to the Ford garage.
Yeah.
Right.
He's the only one who's thought of this as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm there, right?
Do you reckon on the purge that you know, Evans Halshaw might put all the cars inside?
All the keys are in the ignition.
Oh, are they?
No.
Oh, they like-
No, like, let's be realistic about this, right? So I'm at People's Ford in Bootle,
Yeah.
right? And just at 6 o'clock, like maybe just before it, I go in and threaten them.
Just like, all right, lads, sorry, we're just about to shut up, you know, because it's purge night.
Yeah, but you broke the law
Yeah,
there.
they're all there with machine guns, fucking.
I'm just there like, lad, look, I'm not going to kill you or anything. I have got this Uzi, though.
Yeah, they'll be like, well, we've got our Uzi,
But
haven't
that's
we?
breaking the law.
But no, I'm not threatening them.
Oh.
Listen.
What? Saying, lad, I've got this Uzi.
You're just telling
I
them
think
something.
in a court of law, that's not a threat. That is factual. I've got an Uzi. I'm saying, lad, I've got an Uzi. How is that crime? I'm just saying, and it's loaded, and I'm dead good at pointing it. How is that a fucking crime? That's factual. And I've got a grenade. Not throwing it. Not throwing it. Not throwing it. Not throwing it. That's not illegal.
No, I just go, look, I've got this Uzi, right? And do you like it? My ma got me for Christmas,
Oh, nice Christmas Uzi.
right?
Handed down from generation to generation. Your granddad needed an Uzi when he was plastering the fucking wigwam.
Scottish John boxed them.
So I've got my Uzi, and I'm there, and I'm like, look, right, I don't want anyone to get hurt. I know it's Purge night and that, but I'm actually a good guy. But I really want a Mustang, and I can't afford one.
Okay.
So just do us a favour. Just go and get the keys to the Mustang. Just leave the Mustang keys there.
Right.
And then 6 o'clock, I'll take the keys. I'll rob your Mustang. Can't do anything about it, though. It's fucking Purge night. But at least you won't be dead.
Yeah.
I reckon they'd be like, do you know what? He seems like a nice lad.
Yeah, you're doing this before the Purge, though, Adam. So you're committing the crime before the Purge.
Yeah. I'm not, because I'm not going to pick the keys up until 6:01.
That's the only crime that's been committed.
You're going at 6:15 to a fucking People's in Bootle and going, I've got a gun, leave the key there because I don't want to hurt anyone, but I'll only take it at 6:01 because I'm not a dickhead.
Okay, so tell me, you're the prosecution, we're in court, right?
You threatened...
I'm representing myself.
You threatened them
easy.
with an Uzi.
Right?
Yes. Yes, you did.
Put me on the stand. Put me on the stand.
You went in.
Okay, I sworn in. I swear.
You went in.
By Almighty Christ, I will tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Rubbing your nipple. You didn't see that on camera. And I was like, I swear. I fucking love Mustangs.
Right? So ask me questions like a lawyer would. Go for it. Right, go on. I'm on the stand. I'm willing to testify.
So you went in. All right, stop fucking badgering.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that?
Usually the judge.
Badgering the witness.
He's the judge.
Fucking shut
I'm
up,
on the
lad.
stand, but I'm also my own lawyer, so I get to object.
Yeah, but you've got to shut up while Dan's talking. So
Fucking good luck with that. This is Copenhagen fucking passport control all over again. No, you're in court, dickhead.
You'll be held in
Sit
contempt
down.
with that language. Please shut up.
Right. So on the night of the Purge,
yeah.
Obviously everything's fine from 6.
He's laughing.
Did you go into People's Ford, Bootle, with an Uzi? Yes or no?
At what time?
At 5:45.
No.
Yeah, we've got you on CCTV. You did.
No, check it again. I arrived at 5:02.
This is right. In role play, Adam's I've
lost the jury already, by the way, because you haven't got your facts right.
I've done loads of role play in those podcasts. Adam is a classic blocker in role play. He won't let you go with it. He goes, no, it was 5:02, and I could go, no, we've got you on CCTV. It was 5:45.
Clocks are wrong.
Yeah, you see, fucking. And then
I was there at 5:45.
And you had
Finn, you're the jury, by the way.
You had an Uzi.
I had an Uzi. Yes.
Yeah. Now, obviously, on Purge night, any crime is fine after 6.
Yeah.
But threatening people with an Uzi is illegal, isn't it?
I am aware of that, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you did that at 5:45.
I didn't.
Did you not?
No.
So talk me through what you said to the people at Bootle's.
Objection,
People's.
non-specific.
Sorry, what? Talk me through what you said is non-specific to this case.
That's not a question that I'd have to answer in court.
He wants you to outline who you're talking to at what time, what you said.
You're asking me to provide...
What did you say to the people at the fucking car garage? With a fucking Uzi? Is that specific enough?
I told the people there that I intended not to hurt anybody.
With an Uzi in your hand?
Why is he deaf?
I don't know. It's fucking.
I brought my
Harded.
Uzi. I brought my Uzi with me because I needed protection because I knew I would be travelling back home after the Purge started.
Yeah, you're not allowed to walk around with an Uzi.
It wasn't loaded.
You're not allowed to walk around with an Uzi, though, are you? That's illegal.
Define Uzi.
Oh my god. Oh my god. What a fucking plum.
The jury's watching this, by the way.
Yeah.
Define Uzi.
And you said, like a sawn-off shotgun. Yeah. Huh? You had a sawn-off shotgun.
No,
you had a shotgun. Oh my god. Can we get to the fucking plot of what happened? No. You had a shotgun. You know this is a made-up situation. You go, define an Uzi. What's an Uzi? Because you can change the thing. Go, actually, it was an octopus. Yeah, I had an octopus. Don't know why you thought it was a shotgun.
I did have an Uzi.
Fuck, it was 5-2.
But it was for personal protection because it was Purge night.
Yeah, you're not allowed to walk around Bootle with an Uzi.
Okay, so am I being charged with holding an Uzi or with robbing a Mustang?
I think it'll all go on the...
No, you got to get me on one charge.
The charges being pressed are possession of a firearm and threatening to use it, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't have an Uzi.
That octopus. Yeah. Can't threaten anyone with an octopus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jody, what do you think? Guilty of...
Also...
Hey, lad, I've got a fucking Uzi, remember?
Don't worry, lad. It's an octopus. Don't worry about it. I love it how we had a Purge fucking scenario and you just nicked a car Like you can do
Got
any
a good one now.
crime, and you've also got to get that Mustang back from the car garage.
Yeah, but they're fast, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to. And you're
think-
forgetting,
Honestly,
like traffic
mate,
lights.
I think
and
you need
law,
to stay
you can
in your
ignore them,
fucking house.
so you can just fucking.
Yeah. On Purge night,
Yeah.
there's a lot of Everton fans that you've wound the fuck up on Twitter.
Yeah, but
I think you need to stay
Yeah,
in,
but they're not
mate.
going to be like, is that Adam Rowe and his Mustang, are they?
I think, yeah. I think you need to
I'd
stay
be
in.
absolutely fine in my Mustang. What are you doing then? Yeah, see? Oh, you just robbed a car. You haven't got a fucking jar of glue.
I think I could think of a few people I like to fucking murder.
Would you? Do you reckon you could go through with it?
No, because I'd get murdered on the way. I know how my purge would go. I'd be like, I've got a fucking
No,
shotgun.
say you pay for personal protection, you know you're safe. Would you think you'd have the ability to go and kill someone?
No. I mean, could I be a murderer?
Yeah.
No. And I'm such a dickhead that even if I picked someone I wanted to kill, I would honestly get murdered on the way. I know how it would go. I'd probably get all the way there and then be like, I'd be the twat that got killed trying to kill someone.
What would I do? What laws don't I like? I can't think of anything really. It's difficult, isn't it? Because as you say, everyone just protect themselves, wouldn't they? I do
I can't
something.
believe Carl wrote this question and didn't even have an answer prepared for himself.
Just
I
wanted to
never
know.
going to fire it back at him.
Yeah, but that's shit, innit? I don't want to sit there and have a really fucking prepared answer. It'd be something to do with money in the banks or something.
What are you on about?
And what?
You'd go and rob a bank.
Yeah.
It's not safe to rob a bank, though, is it? Because it's the purge. People are going to wait for you to rob it and then kill you.
No, I'll go to one like that little shit one, a little like that small Santander or something. No one knows about. Or I can go to
On
the big
purge
HSBC.
night. Oh, that guy's robbing a bank. Don't worry. It's just a little shit one. That's just a
Carl,
that's a
Carl's there
Bradford
with
and
an Uzi
Bingley.
at the credit union.
Or I'd go to a really popular bar that I know they've got loads of money.
I love it. Like.
Nothing, they'd have squirreled it away.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
What
that's
do you
not where
reckon
it
it's?
was.
Oh, hang on.
What?
I turn up at people's Ford, right? 5-2, right? But I don't show them the Uzi.
Right.
I just let them know I've got it.
That's the same thing.
Oh,
No,
for
it
the
isn't.
love
It
of
is.
Because I
God.
won't be on camera with an Uzi. Where's your evidence? I'm just like,
Why are they going to give you the key then?
Joe, if you
I've
go
got
into,
a
Joe, if you go into a bank and go, I've got a bazooka here. Give me the money. Go, I'm not the law.
Do you know as well? I love it in how our scenario.
It's lying against the law.
No, but threatening somebody is.
Yeah, but I haven't threatened them. I've got an Uzi. Isn't that good?
So if someone walked up to you in the street and went, hey lad,
Yeah.
I've got an Uzi.
Wow, where'd you get that from?
Here's your phone.
I fucking jumped off the top of the fucking Olympic diving board. Fuck off.
Do you know if you rob a bank with a banana under your t-shirt and pretend it's a gun? It's the same as using a gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I'm not doing that.
you're verbalising it though.
Oh, hang on. I've fucking smashed it. Don't even need me Uzi.
Here
Ready?
it is.
Go on.
Go to people's Ford, right? Get the Mustang.
And they'd be open on Purge night till 6.
You've got to-
Because that's how it'd work, wouldn't it? If you know it was Purge night, you don't want to miss out on a sale because people love buying fucking Ford cars 10 minutes before the Purge starts.
Yeah, so turn up.
Do you reckon they might be closing the shutters a little earlier than 6 p.m? Go on.
So I go there, right?
Just buy a Ford. I'll help you get the money.
Listen,
I want to do a
a
whip
Mustang.
around.
No, I want like a 70 plate Mustang,
Right.
right? So you turn up and you go, listen, lad, right?
A 70 plate.
It's the new license plate.
Is
It's
it?
70.
Oh, wow,
yeah.
wow.
You turn up and you're like, listen, lad, I'm after a Mustang. You got any? He's like, yeah. Got a fucking 70 plate Mustang over here.
Can I just tell you that? I will show you, but you do know it's 5:45 and it is Purge night. Just let you know, lad, I want to sell you the fucking Mustang. That'd be a great sale for me. I'm on commission.
Yeah.
But you know...
Well, on top of your commission, right, I'll also put 20 grand in your pocket if you just stay until...
Whoa. Are you trying to bribe
No.
a staff member at Bootles?
No, just giving you a bonus, lad.
Bootle
Don't
People's
call it a
Ford?
bribe. Just call it a bonus.
Okay, good.
Right? No one needs to know.
Yeah.
Right? I'll put it in your back pocket as
Right.
the price.
Right.
Right?
Can we jog this on because it's the Purge? Go on.
I know it is, but I just need to test drive it because I don't want to be spending fucking a lot of money.
Oh, don't think they'd allow that.
I don't think I'd be spending this much money on
Yeah.
this. So, look,
So, but you just want to test it, even though you just given me a 20 grand bribe. You do just want to test it.
yeah, I just want to test it.
What's the 20
Yeah.
grand for?
Shh. All will become clear. So, lad, you let me test drive it. Second I drop you off, 20 grand, right? So
I think we know where this is going, by the way.
right. So you just drive him round. 1 minute past 6, he's like, lad, it's fucking Purge. I've got to get this back. I need to get home. I'm going to get murdered. And then I just press the fucking button,
Just
open
nick
the door.
the car, Adam. Just steal it. Shoot him and fucking
Blow
go.
his head off.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to, like, I'm not a murderer, but I'd, like, open the door on, like, the motorway and push him out. At 6:01.
He'd survive.
And then I've got the key. I've done it all after 6. No one's been threatened. If anything, it was the opposite of threatening. 20 grand, but I was lying.
Genius.
You were lying about bribery.
Honestly, if it plays out like that, the guy who let you still be driving him around on Purge night at 6:01 on a motorway, I think that's on him, innit?
Maybe he's going through a divorce and he needs the money.
Yep.
You just look for one who looks really, really depressed and go to him. That sales guy.
You've smashed it, lad.
Defense wise, I'd if I knew the Purge was coming, I'd have to work on defenses because I've just taken the padlock off our fucking side gate.
What, like personal defence?
No, I mean like our house is an easy break-in, isn't it?
Let me know, lad. I know I can get you the gun.
Fucking Paul Smith broke into yours with one meaty elbow.
Yeah. I can get you the gun now if you need it. A couple of hours notice.
Yeah. How's the Xbox?
Oh, it's been sorted. Yeah, some lad, like 7 minutes after I tweeted it, I got a message going, I'll sort you on, lad.
Really?
Yeah, so we gonna start streaming.
Seriously, are you going to start the Twitch thing with you?
Yeah.
100%.
Oh my God.
Especially during
And
lockdown,
you
I've nothing else to do.
We've got this. We've got this, guys.
But I wouldn't stay in my own house.
Did you go Thorpe Park?
No, what I'd do is
What are we doing? What are we doing yet?
for half an hour.
Xbox or-
So say it was like 6 o'clock's the Purge.
Yeah.
I'd go to someone I hate's house at 5:30.
You go where?
I'd go to like someone I hate, but they didn't know I hated them. I just go to their house for a cup of tea.
Yeah.
Just stay in their
Do you
house.
think your enemies are going to let you in at 5:30 on Purge night?
They don't know. They think I like them.
Who have you got in mind?
Could you imagine if you just named on a fucking public episode?
Probably a Liverpool player.
Oh, yeah. Jordan Henderson's inviting you around for the Brewers.
No, he's alright, him. Who am I going with? Robertson.
Andy Robertson.
Yeah.
And he's going to let you in
Yeah.
because...
Jesus Christ.
Brought some short blood.
Mate, yours is making his look fucking brilliant.
What do you mean? Mine was brilliant. I've got a Mustang and I'm home safe and sound by fucking 6:05.
You push someone else on the motorway, don't you?
Yeah. You'd be fine.
You'd be... How fast are you going?
70.
You're not breaking the law, even though you can.
I'll speed up after I've kicked them out.
Oh, yeah.
If you want to hear more of these arguments, Twitch while playing FIFA. Carl and Adam will be having mental conversations while shouting at each other playing FIFA.
You got any other questions?
Dan Johnson has a would you rather. You have to get a positive test. One of these, you have to accept a positive test. Would you rather it be COVID? It's a hospital visit level. You do get ill. It's 3 or 4 months recovery to get fully back to normal. So it's a COVID positive. Puts you on your ass. STI positive test. He's specified herpes.
Oh, stays forever, that.
You've got it for life. Or pregnancy test. Someone not your partner is pregnant. It's yours, and she's keeping it. Would you rather? Which one are you taking there?
I'm taking COVID.
Just taking COVID.
Yeah.
It's the only one where you get sympathy in it.
And it's the one that you can recover from. Can't recover from a baby.
Good.
Can if you abandon it. Just abandon it.
Just push it out on the motorway.
No, but just like don't get involved. Just be like, you can keep it, but I can't be asked.
Oh, what's that fucking amazing line of Dave Chappelle's? It was my favourite line of that special.
Killing me softly.
Yeah, and I didn't love all of it, but there was some
So good.
amazing bits. But that line about, because of the Alabama were pushing through the
Oh, no, not killing me softly. Sticks and stones.
the anti-abortion laws.
Yeah.
The road
And he was
one.
like, if you haven't got a dick, you're really not your place to be making this argument. It is a woman's right to choose, but it's also a man's right to choose not to pay for it.
Yeah. If you can kill this motherfucker, I can at least abandon him.
It's your choice, but it's my money.
You seen Reversing Row?
What?
Reversing Row, it's called.
What's that?
ROWE. It's a Netflix documentary about that. It's not funny, but it's interesting.
Yeah. So it's COVID, an STI, but it's herpes, bad one.
2 of these are the end of my marriage. And COVID, everyone's like, oh, Dan, oh, you're ill. I mean, COVID looks like a bag of dicks, doesn't it? Especially if you get ill for 3 or 4 months.
I'd take COVID because 4 months later you sound, do you know what I mean? A baby, you know.
Do you not want to like start the little row? Do you not want to get one out?
Not with some fucking randomer.
No?
No.
You got the money, your rowy bags?
Yeah.
Fucking.
Got the jizz on rowy bags.
But it's his first one, he owes it like half it, doesn't he? Forever. Half his.
I don't want to kid you.
Half his money?
Yeah. If he has a baby, doesn't he? Where the fuck?
I don't think child support are taking half your fucking money.
A year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shut down the fucking Patreon. We're not doing Patreon anymore, guys, because you can cover that. If you could send in your Patreon money in cash to Rowie Bags at me dad's house.
I'm taking COVID. It's quite an easy one, really, because it says you recover.
Yeah.
Herpes is forever, and then you've got to explain the lumps.
Herpes.
Would you take herpes? Where is it?
No, I fucking wouldn't. Because Laura's going to be like, all right, where have you been? And then I'm going to have to gaslight my wife.
Yeah.
Well, where have you been?
Yeah.
Growing a baby. And she like the plumber.
Where would you have the herpes? Is it on your dick?
Yeah, on your...
No, COVID, please.
COVID.
I don't want a dirty dick. I don't want a little
Isn't a cold sore herpes?
What?
Isn't a cold sore herpes?
No, but it's dirty. This is sexy herpes.
Dirty dick.
COVID. It's easy, that.
Same.
Sorry, Dan.
Ben says, afternoon lids, if you could pick one town or city to do a Bill Burr Philly rant, where would you pick? Same scenario. Imagine you've gone on, they've booed for no reason, and you don't need to be there, so you just start fucking railing into them.
York.
Where would you want to absolutely shit all over?
York.
Both barrels.
York.
York.
My documented hatred for gigging in York. I'd lose it. Not because like in Philly he was getting like booed and battered, wasn't he? Like every other comic. I'd be losing me shit because they're all just sat there like their miserable fucking faces as they all. Yeah, we've come out because we're sick of staring at each other, so we've just come out for no reason. But we're not really enjoying it. But we'd rather be here than staring at the same wallpaper. Oh yeah, you've got your puddings.
Was that the attack?
Got your tea.
Was that the attack on the city of York?
Yeah.
You've got your puddings.
It's Yorkshire.
What
pudding.
have they got? They've got Betty's Tea Room.
Yorkshire
Shite.
puddings are fire though.
Minster.
Yeah, but they think they're better than they are.
With the puddings or the
Yorkshire
people?
tea, Yorkies, the dogs, Yorkie bars,
Yorkie bars.
Made in
shite,
made in York.
misogynistic, cunts.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
But
can take
I don't think
your
you're gonna
fucking
get a
tea
Philly
rooms. Who needs a tea room? Just have a cafe.
Yeah.
Like a fucking normal place.
Is
You
this your
fucking
rant?
pretentious. Think you're all royal. You're a shithole. Slightly north of Leeds.
It's absolutely gorgeous though. As a place.
Yeah,
Like,
well, they think they are, don't they?
As shitholes go,
Yeah.
it is absolutely
Yeah, well,
gorgeous.
it's a shit
one of
Edinburgh
the
and a
most-
shit London. That's what it is. It's like
it's
Edinburgh
not.
fucked London and had this disabled little shit town of a baby. It's fucking shite. People move there
is one
when
bad
they're
gig.
over their lives. When
is
they've
one
had their
bad gig.
kids and their kids don't like them anymore and they don't want their kids to come and visit them, they move to fucking York.
One bad gig is this is how annoyed it gets him. One bad gig. York would be, as you say, one of the more dull Philly rants because they haven't got booing in them. If you fuck it, you could literally say all of that to them and be like, "Well, how uncouth."
Yeah, and that's my problem with them.
Goodness me,
Because they think they're above getting properly offended.
Goodness me, I
You
would be
fucking pathetic.
I will be
silent cunts.
I will be
You
writing a
non-clapping,
strong
non-laughing. We actually
TripAdvisor.
really enjoyed it. Well, tell your face, Margaret, you stupid old bitch. Fucking shower of shite.
Any York listeners watching? This is a comedy podcast.
Yeah.
It was.
I think you've picked a really fucking soft target Philly rant there.
Where would you go for?
Glasgow.
I choose fucking life, by the way. If they all started booing me, I'd be like, thank you so much for having me. It's been an absolute pleasure, and I'm sorry about Brexit, and I'm really sorry about the independence referendum. Goodbye.
Oh, and you're a fucking shithouse as well, are you?
Oh my God, Glasgow. You'd be ballsy. You'd get that Philly rant reaction if you started raging against, and I think you'd get more because it's also a nationality thing.
Yeah.
It'd be suicidal.
I'd get
in
away
Glasgow.
with it. I reckon I could turn that round in Glasgow.
You would get away with slagging off Glasgow in Glasgow.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Because they're like, he's sort of one of ours. Scousers are all right, aren't they?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
York, though. You got a fucking tea room, you pussies.
Yeah.
Who's got a minster? It's not even called a fucking cathedral.
Yeah. Shite. It's shite. And they think it's good. It's a place you take your nan when you can't be arsed impressing her by taking her all the way to Edinburgh.
I can't argue with you. I can't argue
Well,
with
I took you to Edinburgh, Nan, but I don't really love you. So let's go and have a cup of fucking tea
I really
for
like
£9.
It's nice.
And you're paying.
It's really nice. Nice place.
Absolute bag of shite.
Nice people.
Awful.
What does this stem
Order
from?
the
Is
roses.
this two bad gigs?
What?
What does this hatred
I
stem
had like
from?
3 that I wasn't totally happy with. They were all right. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Next
Yeah.
question.
I don't know what we've got really. I feel like we've got one have a word, which I want to do now because it came up the other day. It says, "Hi Adam and Dan, absolutely love the pod. You're both amazing. Can you have a word with my mate Emma, please? We had turbo shandies tonight, and Emma brought them out with little slices of lemon in. I asked her what she's playing at, and she said she puts a slice of lemon in everything. I posted a picture on Twitter, and Dan called me a Tory. Can you please have a word with Emma and tell her that a slice of lemon doesn't belong in a turbo shandy? I can't take the blame for her being a bad Tory. Thanks,
Slice
Katie."
of lemon
So
goes.
they made a turbo shandy.
Yeah.
Did you see it on Twitter?
No.
And she in every one of them, someone dropped a slice of lemon. Well, I mean, I know it's a turbo shandy, but this is a cocktail party.
No.
And dropped
that's
in a
what-
slice of lemon.
Yeah, she's
That is a bastardized version of a. I know you call me a Tory sometimes, but fuck me, that's the line.
No, yeah, she's a dickhead. A slice of lemon goes in any white spirited drink that has either lemonade or full fat Coke with it.
Do you know why you put fruit in a drink?
Go on, I actually don't. I don't know.
It's so you can free pour the spirit, because a free poured spirit has to be in a cocktail and it has to have at least 3 ingredients. So the ice, the spirit, and the fruit class as 3 ingredients. That's why you can't free pour brandy or whiskey. That's why you don't put fruit in them, because you can't free pour it.
So, I mean, you what do you mean free pour? You mean you don't have to
not
measure
measured.
You don't use a jigger, no.
the optics?
Yeah.
No.
Or
You
a
don't
jigger.
like or a jigger. Yeah. So free pour, it has to be classed as a cocktail, which has to have 3 ingredients: the ice, the spirit, and the fruit.
So what does lime go in?
Lime goes in rum and Diet Coke.
Right.
Rum.
So like a vodka Diet Coke is lime, a vodka and Coke is lemon. A gin and tonic can go with either, depending on what the person wants, but most places will put lemon with it.
Yeah, it's preference, that one.
I'm not a big fan of the old, it's a Corona and we've put lime in the top.
Do you know why they put limes in Corona over there?
Yeah, why did they do it over here?
They do it over here because they do it over there.
Because
And
of flies,
Stop
innit?
The flies on
Yeah,
bellies.
but when you're in fucking Ormskirk, I think you need to behave yourself.
Yeah.
You're not in Guadalajara.
That's why if you get a whiskey, you'll never have fruit in it, because
Yeah.
it's not been free poured.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan. I just don't know. I haven't said that. What are you having tonight? I've literally bought myself a Smirnoff Ice because it's New Year's Eve tonight. I know this is going out in the new year, but tonight is New Year's Eve.
I don't know. Like, I probably won't have anything because I'm just going to be in mine doing fuck all. Like, I might at midnight let myself have a pour of one of my fancy whiskies, but I probably won't even do that.
What are you doing, Carl? Are you seeing Serica?
Yes, in a
Sport
safe environment, sport bubble.
Okay. Fucking hell, lads. It feels like you've just got a secret email from the COVID cops. Yes, in a secret bubble.
We're both going to a very sanitised, empty room in Cornwall.
Yeah. We'll move.
I'm
Cornwall.
getting smashed up with my pregnant wife and 3-year-old. Fucking lads on tour.
Getting smashed up.
No, I'm having a few beers. Yeah. I know Laura's not.
I've got confetti cannons.
I might just get Etta sugared up. Like, have another fruit shoot.
How old is Etta going to have to be before you'll let her drink in the house? 7, 8?
Nah, I'm not an animal. 9. Has she finished her sats?
Wine with food's allowed, innit?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bottle of rosé.
Yeah, you can meister if you're sick.
She can't start drinking wine before I do. That's going to look fucking stupid, isn't it?
Not like a little vino.
Where I'm having... No, we've had this conversation. I'm not into it.
Give it a bottle of rosé.
What's the right age for a child to be drinking at home? Honestly.
16, innit?
12.
Is it 14?
It depends.
Is 14 about right?
Depends what they're drinking and what
Because I don't want to like going around the streets getting fucking hammered. Like, I'd rather we were the sound parents that let her have a drink at home with her mates, rather than pretending she's not going to do it. That's the biggest. Parents are such idiots like that. Well, I know we did it, but I don't want them to do it, so I'm going to pretend that they're this angel till they're 17. It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, I'd say 12, 13.
What are you giving them though?
But yeah.
Taboo.
What's taboo?
Archers, all that sort of,
like the fucking schnapps.
Archers and lemo.
Yeah. She's not
Malibu.
happy 12th birthday, love. Jaeger bombs. Now's the time. But you always drink at home. Drink your
How
Jaeger
old would
bombs
you
at
have to be
home.
before you let her have a line of cocaine?
It's going to be an awkward one. Genuinely, what am I going to do with the drugs thing? It's on record that I've done drugs. What am I going to do? And she's like, Dad, what do you think about drugs? Like, oh, it's disgusting. Now I've found Jesus.
Just do the same thing as you do with alcohol. We know you're going to do it anyway.
Yeah.
You're 14 now. You've got to do it with mummy and daddy.
Yeah.
Bring your friends round. We'll get it in. I've got a really good deal.
We'll get it. Now, listen, I'm not irresponsible. I don't want you doing coke from somewhere I don't know. Let's do the coke from my dealer. Now, is could you imagine having to ring the other parents? Now, have all the other parents been all right with it? I'm going to need to speak to the other parents about the coke. Jesus Christ.
Never thought about that before.
I have thought about what tack we're going to take when she's older. Like, it is a bit of a concern because now she's just a kid and it's all easy. She's like, it's just so simple. You just like, don't fall over, don't hurt yourself. It's dead sound. But as she gets older, she'll get more independence. And I don't want to be that hypocrite who's like, don't do that and don't do this.
Yeah.
But if you tell them no, they're going to do it anyway.
What about lads in the house?
Every time I think about lads, I'm like, I just become Marcus from fucking Bad Boys.
What, really?
Reggie! Who the fuck is Reggie? How old are you? You're at least 30.
You ever made love to a mate? You
Do you want
to?
Yeah. But if she's got a boyfriend at like 14,
Yeah.
what am I going to do?
Can he stay?
The lad in the kitchen, aren't they?
Lad in the
You
kitchen.
don't have them in the bedroom, do you? They
But,
can come
what?
round to visit in the kitchen.
But if you're going to do it anyway, I'd rather, if she's got a boyfriend.
No chance when she's 14 you be closing that bedroom door. Not that chance.
But if she's got a boyfriend, what are you going to do? Say, no, it's not, because then it's just going to happen somewhere else, isn't it?
Yeah, but
If they're 14, 15 and they're going to do it, why are you pushing them into a place where you're like,
14 and
do
15
not?
are very different ages, though, I think.
All right, okay. I'm just saying, in and around that, before she's 16, genuinely, what are you meant to do? Pretend it's not happening, and then she might get pregnant or something.
I think you should book them at a hotel.
Yeah. Listen, love. Listen.
Little bag of lemons.
Premier in.
I've spoke to me mate Lenny, and
I'll tell you, if you don't accept it's happening, it's going to happen somewhere else, and then it's like she's going to hide stuff from it. I hate the idea of that.
So you could be in the house now and there's some 14-year-old little scuzz there with
Oh no, I forgot about the lad. Oh God.
would it be easier for you if she was a lesbian?
What?
At 14, she brought a girlfriend home.
It's a weird, like, almost.
They only kiss, don't they, lesbians? So it's fine.
Yeah.
You better not be scissoring up there!
Open that door!
Open that door! Oh my God, it's the weirdest thing. It would be better if there wasn't some lad like, you're right, Mr. Nightingale. You're all right, I've come to theatre. Because I was one of those horny little bastards with some fucking young gay girl who's got like a wedge and some futuristic lesbian haircut. Like, hi, Mr. Nightingale. Like, hi, you're all right. Come upstairs.
Would you give him the talk? I got the talk off my first girlfriend's dad.
Oh my God, you didn't.
Yeah.
Did you?
But he said it like a joke.
How old were you?
15 or 16 between them.
I would definitely do it in a black book. Son, come down, sit with me now.
But it was
sit with me now. I got a few things I want to talk to you about.
He said it in a jokey way.
I will murder you.
But it was like, yeah, if you're there, we'll go to the woods and you'll be coming home. And we were all laughing. I was like, and he went, it was something along the lines of that. I was like, oh shit.
love it.
Yeah.
Lad, have you seen the film The Purge? If you hurt her, it'll be fucking 6:01 for the rest of your fucking
See,
life.
I know. Like when I'm a dad.
Here he goes. Here he goes.
When I'm
little sweary 5-year-old fucking Vinny Jr. What do you want, Dad, you cunt? Go on.
No, like, in all honesty,
Give me the keys to the Mustang, you fanny.
No, my kids are going to be raised right. They're going to be going to church till they're 15.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, that's where they'll lose their virginity.
But, like...
Catholic Church, ladies and gents. That's the kind of humour we don't usually do. But
If I've got a little girl and she brings a lad home, he can stay.
How old?
14.
Fucking hell, really? Yeah. Stay.
But they're in separate rooms. He's staying with me.
Sharing your bed.
Yeah.
What's he called?
And I'm going to
DeMarcus?
spoon him to sleep.
So you're nonsense. Okay.
No.
No. No. Protective spooning.
Sorry.
I'm just gonna, I'm not saying, I'm just going to be like, lad, I've got a
But you don't show it him.
Don't show me.
And now you're spooning him. So if he feels your dick just like nudging his thighs, like, fucking hell, Mr. Rowe, I can feel your Uzi. Have you got it in bed?
They don't call me Rowie Bags.
That's illegal.
Oh, yeah, no, I've got it.
If you want to fuck her, you've got to fucking get spooned by me.
If you want to be a lover, you got to get with her dad.
Jesus Christ.
No.
Your daughter is going to be single for a long
I'd just be
time.
like, look, I've made up a fucking floaty bed, right? It's in mine and Amar's room. You can stay over, but you're going to sleep with us. You're not staying in their bed.
I'm like at the foot of the bed like a dog.
Yeah.
Curl up.
Yeah.
Good night, Deontay.
We've got an ensuite, so you don't need to go out of the room for a wee at any point in the night.
Yeah.
If you'd
Sounds
like to
like a
leave,
hostage
wake me
situation.
up and I'll let you out.
Yeah.
I'll undo the handcuffs. Let you out.
Is he a hostage?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And this. What does he get for stay? What is he getting out of this? Do you know? If I was this kid, I'd be like, I might stay for tea, love, and then fuck off. You know, because your dad gets really weird about 9 p.m. when he starts getting the fucking handcuffs out. Like, lad, bedtime.
Yeah. Just be like, look,
Good night,
you
good
can't
night,
stay.
princess.
And yeah, but I would like heavily threaten him. Like the first lad who comes home to my daughter.
Heavily.
Like what you got there, I think is light. Like I'd
That is menacing, though, isn't it? A dad
he was
going
a
like,
big man as
we'll
well.
go into the woods
Just
and you
bring him
won't
in.
come back.
Just bring him in. Be like, hiya, mate. You're all right. Nice to meet you. Like in front of me daughter, little fucking Eliza or whatever her name is, right? Eliza.
Is that the real name that you like?
Eliza, let me have a word with Jeff. Okay? Jeff.
I'm deaf.
How old's Jeff?
No, Jeff's coming back. This hasn't happened yet. Jeff's coming back.
You don't remember? Jeff will come back, man.
Yeah.
Bring
And
Jeff into
little
the kitchen.
Eliza Linda Rowe.
Yeah. Just bring Jeff into the kitchen.
Jeff is their age. Yeah.
No, he's
Yeah.
6 months older.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, so bring Jeff into the kitchen. I'll be like, you're like, look, no, I'm your dad. I told you he could come round. We've got fucking Bosch spag bol on there. Me and your man are making a fucking belter of a spag bol, and we've got fucking cheesecake for dessert, and it's your favourite, isn't it? Okay. You just go in the living room, watch the telly. Jeff, come with me, lad. Let's go and have a pint. Me and you have a pint. Take him in the kitchen.
Take it. No, Rowie's bar. By then you've got an extension, haven't you?
Yeah, I'll take him where she
yeah.
can't hear us, actually. Me soundproof dungeon.
You're going to call it that?
Office. Office.
Are you going to say come into me soundproof dungeon?
No, it's his office, but for Jeff's it's a
Right,
dungeon.
listen, Jeff, right?
All right, Mr. Rowe.
Are you Jeff?
Yeah. I just want to say thanks very much for. I really thank you for letting me round.
No, it's a pleasure to have you, mate. Obviously, we've known for a while now that you've been into Eliza and she's into you, and she talks about you non-stop.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you, Mr. Rowe.
And we're very happy to have you. And genuinely, I want to welcome you to our family. You know, you're very welcome to be a part of it. I hope you're together forever. It doesn't always work out for high school sweethearts, and we'll understand if it fizzles out. Okay. I just want to let you know, right? See this knife, right? And I'm not messing, lad. If she ever even cries a single tear because of you, I'm going to cut your balls off and feed them to your ma. Fucking, I'm a celeb style. You seen how much celebrities get me out of here?
Yeah.
But Ant and Deck and that.
Okay.
You know, after the kangaroo bollocks, your ma's going to be eating Jeff bollocks, okay? She cries one tear because of you. I will fucking cut you up, you fucking cunt. I will cut you until you can't be cut no more. Okay. And feed every bit of you to your ma, your dad, your stepdad, the fucking family dog. You'll be fucking done for. All right? You understand?
Can I ask one question?
No, you can't.
What's the Wi-Fi password?
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've got it.
You understand?
I've got it, Mr. Rowe.
Let's go and have some spag bol.
Okay, good. Connie garlic bread as well. Well, that's a frightening insight into the future.
Yeah.
Look, good luck, Eliza.
Set my stall out early.
Eliza Linda Rowe.
Actually,
like not here yet. Oh shit. On her way.
I actually like the name Eliza. It's from Hamilton, isn't it?
Oh. Is it? Have you seen Hamilton?
Yeah. It's good, you know.
Nearly bought you a Hamilton Academicals shirt and then thought, I'm not buying a 40 quid Hamilton Aki shirt just to be like, oh, you like Hamilton? And then everyone be like, good joke, Dan. Kobe, 40 quid.
Eliza was the name of Hamilton, Alexander Hamilton's wife. Yeah. Eliza, I put myself back in the narrative.
Well, there's large swathes of that where I didn't know what was going on, but I tell you what, imagining what would happen to our sexually active children is way more entertaining than I thought it would be. You know, generally, it's not one of those subject matters you think is going to be dead fun.
I wouldn't tone that down around the dinner table. You know, when we sat there and having a laugh and that, I'd be like...
I think you're going to be a fucking nightmare for this kid's boyfriend because you're going to be, hopefully, well known by then. Maybe. You know? What if he's a patron? Oh, that's tricky, isn't it?
No,
that's worth two fingers.
Do you know what? I'll save just so that there's no awkwardness. I'll sign up to Patreon. I'll give him my login and tell him to cancel his. I don't want anything off this cunt. Good. Hey, Jeff, I'd marry you. That's all I'm saying now.
Isn't it mad the way that lad
so what were you talking about in the soundproof dungeon, Dad? I was just threatening him, love. I was just letting him know I'm going to cut his bollocks off you. Such as you.
You're not going to lie about it. Jeff's just crying. Just one tear rolling down his eye.
What are you saying?
What to say? He exists, but he doesn't exist unless he's a little bit older. Depends when you're planning on having babies, isn't it?
I reckon it's going to be at least.
Thanks for that, Carl. Thanks. I love when Carl just goes, "Oh, let's get a bit factual here."
That's how time works.
Yeah.
Oh, right. We've got Tom Lucy. I mean, he's coming in. I can't wait to see him. I cannot wait to see him. What's going to be interesting to this is see me lose about 4 pounds in the break. Because the first section was recorded at the end of December and the second section was recorded at the end of November. So, going to be great to lose weight in this advert break.
Yeah, we had Mr. Tom Lucy coming to see us a couple of weeks ago. We've had it in the can for a while. We knew it was going to be tough to get guests over the Christmas period. We've saved it for now. It was a fucking belter. It was great to have Tom Lucy in. Enjoy the advert. Enjoy the episode with Tom. And Happy New Year.
All right, lad.
Alexa, play Keep On Moving by 5.
What's happening, guys? Today's episode is brought to you by Supreme CBD. Now, CBD oil has got so many uses. It's good for your mental health. It can help you sleep. It's really good for your skin. There's so many uses for this, and a lot of people are starting to use this and feel a lot better about their lives. We've got a 30% off code for our listeners. The promo code is WORD, WORD. You can go to supremecbd.uk. You can get some oil. They come in gummy bear form. There's loads. It's dead good. We love this company. They're here on board with us. Go and support them, and let's get back to the podcast. Yeah. Doctor said
I knew you were going to do one. And you hadn't quite planned it. Yeah, doctor said I had a dog up my arse. Ah, shit.
Welcome back. Part 2 of the Have Away podcast, episode something. And we've got Tom fucking Lucy here. What's happening?
Yeah, absolute pleasure to be here, chaps.
Thanks for coming in, man. You were commenting before that you've watched a couple of episodes and we've
seen a
always got
couple.
on.
Yeah, I just mentioned that you always wear the baseball caps, but then you said you don't always wear the cap.
I don't always wear them. He does because he's got bald man problems and he looks a little bit...
Doesn't look good.
You look like Moby mixing a new thing.
I could do that, but I need the...
Do you wear caps on stage?
I do.
I wear it, yeah.
I do like midweek to look like a...
That's
when you do
sort
new
of like
material.
work in progress.
Yeah,
Look.
I wear a hoodie
Yeah.
and a cap and be like, can't really be arsed being here.
Yeah, and you
Take that into account.
It's midweek, I've just been gardening.
sit on a stool as well, yeah. Muddy trainers.
I do like a little sit down sometimes, you know. Do you never wear caps?
Not on stage. I would feel weird about wearing caps on stage. It's like shorts I wouldn't wear on stage. Shorts and caps.
Oh, good shout on the shorts.
I've done shorts at Edinburgh. I've done my full hour in shorts.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Because like that second week of the Edinburgh Festival, I sort of give up on trying to impress the audience. I'm sort of like, look, you've paid your £5 to get in.
Yeah.
If that. Some of you are here for fuck all. And I'm going to dress how I feel comfortable.
Right.
This room's boiling. The walls are literally sweating with the infections of the plague. if I want to wear shorts, that's the least of the problems in this
What
fucking
kind of
cave.
not like sports shorts though?
Yeah, you're really short shorts.
Speedos.
Woo!
Yeah. I put swimming shorts.
Yeah, they're like 5-inch ones that are just for like marathon runners.
At one point,
With a little ball pocket, like.
I had a pair of jean shorts at once, and they're just not acceptable for a fat man to wear.
Jorts, they're called, aren't
Yeah, I look like Holly Valance.
I bet you fucking didn't. I nearly carried on and went, oh no, hang on. I think shorts is it's got to be like extenuating circumstances. Hot room in Edinburgh, everyone's like, fuck, I'm hot. But like,
it's amazing
at
when you
certain
see,
gigs, you're like, come on, mate, we're paying you money to
but
entertain
seeing someone
people.
like absolutely crushing a gig in shorts is quite. Who's the
Roger Monkhouse.
Roger Monkhouse. He's got like a winter outfit and a summer outfit.
Yes, he looks
I've
like...
seen him compare the Comedy Store in flip flops and like absolutely destroy it.
Yeah.
You know, you are liked by the ownership
Proper
where you
big
flip
dick
flop
energy.
into the room. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
imagine an open spot arriving in flip flops.
And Don Ward doing it. This is what you did wrong. And just going down his fucking outfit.
Oh, I love that.
After the lockdown, I'd just worn shorts through the whole of March, April, and May.
Yeah.
And I just the first couple of gigs back, I was like, I'm not ready for jeans and
But they were
trousers.
outdoors as well.
Well,
Some of them.
the one here that we did, the Runcorn gig, the in the big room, I wore shorts.
Shorts.
I fucking loved it.
Yeah.
But then you've just got to go back to normal.
I've been on a couple of Zoom like calls, meetings, and been wearing shorts and accidentally had the camera sort of angled up my shorts. And then someone's had to say, can you just push the camera up a bit? Because it's sort of going directly up your shorts.
Wow. How
So
low
that's
do you have your laptop for the
Well,
old Zoom gigs?
I've since got like a little thing to put it on.
There
like
you
a
go.
little-
I did a very quick Zoom meeting with me dick out because I slept naked and woke up like, oh, I've got to do that thing, and I just threw a hoodie on,
Yeah.
but I had no undies on. Yeah, I nearly answered the door 2 days ago. I sleep naked quite a lot, and I live on my own now, so walking around completely bolloco
Mama
is
like
one of the
that.
privileges of
Mama
that, isn't
like
it?
that.
Yeah.
So I woke up and it was some of you might have seen. There's an artist in Liverpool called John Charles, and he painted a portrait of me and Paul Smith. You know that picture?
Yeah.
So he's got his own fashion brand now called Be Boss, Be Kind, and I ordered a hoodie and a cap from that. And his missus come to deliver the thing because rather than post it, she's like, I know where Adam lives, I'll just take that. And I was half asleep. I'd had I'm not sleeping very well, so I had like 3 hours kip, and I just heard a knock on the door. Looked out the window and was like, "Oh, be down in 1 minute," and literally just ran to the door, put the key in the door, and had my hand on the handle, and I went, "Oh!" I went, 1 minute. I had to go and put something on.
There's something very toddler-like about being naked from the waist down, isn't there?
Yeah.
It's one of the worst. It's better to be full nude
than just like t-shirt and nothing else.
Hey, like child on the
I've
beach.
heard some there's some theories about the fact like sleeping naked is supposed to be really good for you. There's some theories about how it's good for like your psychology.
It's good for the bed bugs to get a good fucking nibble on your dick. They can really get at you if they've got nothing in the way.
Is it like those things people used to do where they put their feet in a fishbowl?
Yeah.
Is it like that for your whole body?
Oh my god!
you know-
Adam's shiny, clean dick because all the bed bites like, guys, he's in bed.
Did you ever go to one of those fish foot spas?
You put the feet in. There's loads of
Yeah.
fish who are
Piranhas.
basically fish slaves.
They like
Those
nibble away
piranhas
at
in
your
a
feet.
Come on now.
Absolute gypsy-owned discount fish. Come on, now, get in the fish farm. I got a little bit of trout and a few piranhas. Yes, Moira, you lost a couple of toes. Christ, you got a fucking freebie. Just like small, little nibbly fish.
Baby piranhas were in the bowl, and you put your feet in, and they chew like all the fucking.
Dead skin and stuff.
Yeah.
It's normally in the middle of like a shopping centre as well.
No, they had a great
In the middle of Wilco's and Boots.
2008 to 2014, and then
Yeah.
everyone went, "Oh, fuck off."
But
No,
what was
it
the-
wasn't that. The
Like,
fish
was it-
started dying because they were eating fungus.
No, I thought they stopped it because they were spreading.
You were spreading
diseases.
it, yeah, because you were eating someone's foot and then eating someone else's, just fucking spreading the gear around.
People
Very
like
wasn't it?
getting,
FTDs.
Getting AIDS from a little fish.
What a shit life.
You just say FTD.
FTDs. And that could be either fish or feet. Pick your joke.
What
Hey,
a crap
interactive
life.
jokes with Adam now.
Crap life for those fish.
Crap
Just
life, matter.
fucking horrible foot after horrible foot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bang, 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 bang.
No one was forcing them to eat them. Do you know what I mean? You're saying it like the fish.
What, like there's one fish in the corner like, no, not doing it. It's why we're here, Pete. Come on. No, I'd rather fucking starve. Not getting minimum fish wage.
Do you think they get fed food as well, or is that their food? People putting their feet in.
Could you Google that for us, please, Carl?
I was like,
Could we find that out?
Pull that up.
I wonder if anyone tried to stick a dick in.
I think you'd be immediately exhausted to the shopping centre.
If they just thought,
In the middle of a shopping set, you just
I've got a new mattress. I
dipping
don't
your
have
dick
the
in.
old Adam Rowe dick cleaning option at home with the bed bugs.
Like a dick valet.
A dick valet.
You take your dick to get valeted.
You can, yeah, like a back sack and crack.
No, I mean like put your dick in the water and it just valets.
You're quite sort of well groomed, Tom. You couldn't wear a cap because you'd look famous then. Do you know what I mean? I know you're not famous quite, but you would look famous.
Do you think?
If you had your big coat on that you come in with a cap on, head
Yeah.
down, people would be like, "Who's that?"
Jude
You got, like a
Law.
famous vibe.
Sam Smith, they probably think I was.
You do. You have got like Sam Smith's current haircut as well.
Yeah, I've been told I look like Sam Smith for years.
Yeah.
People used to shout it. Like,
Do you
heckle
keep
it.
copying his look though every time he gets a new haircut?
I
do
mean,
you?
maybe need to gain a bit of weight to
A really ill Sam Smith.
Sam Smith with AIDS. Yeah,
But you look quite.
probably shouldn't say that.
Keep going on this road. Don't turn left.
Maybe don't use that.
From fish.
No, look, he could get AIDS. He could. Anyone could get AIDS. You know, you putting your
God,
dick. I imagine
really
he's putting his dick somewhere.
Regretting
In fish
saying
tanks.
that.
Yeah,
I think if you're dipping your dick in a fish tank,
then you deserve AIDS.
you should. I'm not going to say you should get it.
I will. You should. Fuck them. If you're being a dick, if you're fucking fish with your dick, you deserve everything you get.
It's brutal when audience members decide you look like, so it's just such a fucking annoying heckle to get in it.
Yeah.
Because they go, it's Sam Smith!
Yeah.
And then they're expecting us to go, ah! And it's not
It's
actually
also, I don't
funny.
really
It's
know,
just,
because when people used to shout it, I don't really know how you're supposed to respond. There's no like,
fuck off and die!
there's just nothing,
Particularly because your
funny
style
about
on
it.
stage is very friendly and you're quite
Yeah.
conversational.
Yeah.
When we gigged together last year in Shrewsbury,
Yeah.
you went on and I'd compared, and I don't mind, like, everyone can, we talked about this recently, you
Yeah.
can do your comedy how you do it. And you started off and I was like, oh, Tom's doing the opening half an hour. And you chatted to the audience to get into every bit of it. And at
Yeah.
first I was like, oh, it feels like he's comparing. And then after
Yeah.
20 minutes, I was like, oh, he's absolutely nailing it. It's a very friendly conversational style. So if someone chips in with you
Yeah.
look like Sam Smith, you can't be like, why don't you go fuck your mum? Anyway, mate, so where do you work? Like,
Well, I remember someone saying to me, can't remember who, but they said with heckles, you need to you go back with the same level of aggression they've come to you with. So if they shout, if they say I don't like your t-shirt, you don't shout get cancer. Do you know what I mean? You've got to be the same level of.
Great put down.
It's got to be the same.
What could they say that would justify
You should get
cancer? Get cancer? Yeah, no, you get cancer.
brilliant. That's a great. It's a weird bit of advice, though, isn't it? Whatever energy they bring, you just bring it straight back.
It's sort of like drama teacher advice, isn't it?
I don't like your t-shirt. I don't like your t-shirt. Professional comedian.
I don't know what sort of gig you'd have to be doing when someone would shout, I don't like your t-shirt.
The worst heckle is a repeated compliment, isn't it? You know, when someone's like, I really like you, and you're like, you've just ruined that joke, but thanks anyway.
Yeah.
You just, be quiet, you. Be quiet, you.
This sounds so ridiculous. Someone laughing too much.
Yeah.
When the gig's going well, but
Yeah.
one person is either way too keen, way too drunk, or mental. When they're like, and you're like, because the gig's going well,
Yeah.
but then they're going so big with their laughter, you feel like, this is the only time this year I'm going to have to be like, could you enjoy this less?
Yeah. It's very
'Cause
weird
it
as a
starts
comedian
annoying the other audience
Yeah.
members.
to be hearing someone laugh at what you've written. I mean, I wish she'd fucking stop that.
Because at first you're like, wow, you've got a big laugh. And everyone goes, yeah, they have. And well into the set, it's just too much. I think that thing about equal aggression, I'm not sure that's a great bit of advice. Because
You
I
need to
think
go one up.
Why, you think you should go more?
Just one up.
I think if someone loses it, it's so empowering to be like, all right.
Yeah.
God, why are you so angry? It's just a comedy show.
See, that's where we differ.
If you just go and they're like, no,
But I
it's
feel
'cause
like
"Ooh."
I feel like you're fairly aggressive.
I can be.
Yeah.
I get aggressive.
Literally, this is becoming a little theme. And I love it when he goes, no.
No, I can be. I get aggressive when someone is really rude. If someone gets proper aggressive, like, I'm fucking back, I smash your head in, then I'm just like, I laugh at them because I know that is exactly what they don't want.
Right.
Like last year, Hot Water did some external Christmas shows in a theatre called Grand Central, and in Liverpool, it's the old Barcelona bar. And I was the last act on, and there was a group of 6 at the back, 3 girls and 3 lads, and they'd just been cunts all night. Like every comedian had come off and been like, they're a fucking nightmare at the back. And I went on, and I just, like, they were just talking. But like in a big theatre, but you could hear them. They're like, yeah, after here we'll go to fucking Ink, and then maybe we'll go to fucking 52, and then we'll go. And I was like, hey. And I was just really audible. Like, not aggressive, not shouting, just like pulling apart what their personality could be. And when you talk at someone and don't give them a chance, and you've got a microphone, they got really, really angry. The lads tried to rush the stage, and I was
trying to rush the stage.
The doorman, that eventually they got kicked. They should have been kicked out after the first fucking section, but they got kicked out. And then after the show, I went to leave, and the doorman grabbed me and went, "They're all waiting for you outside, saying they're going to kill you. You need to go to fire exit."
Have you ever had anything get a little bit physical? This is literally like, I know we've missed gigs and they're just coming back. It's going to be a ropey year. Let's remember when you nearly got twatted.
I don't think so. I've seen it. Like, there was a famous thing that happened at Top Secret in London where somebody threw a pint glass at the stage. Do you remember that? No. And it was like a big.
Was that at you?
No, but I was there because I went on just before I threw the glass.
God, this is boring.
It was James Loveridge, I think. Oh, yeah. Do you know James?
Yeah, host Spank.
Yeah, so of everyone to get a pint glass thrown at, he's probably the best one because he's hosted that show for years.
Spank's like the latest of late night shows at the Fringe.
I think Spank's like what Late and Live used to be, isn't it?
Yeah.
Late and Live's a bit tame now.
Mate, Late and Live shouldn't even be allowed to be called Late and Live. Spank exists. You get confirmation times come through. It is 3:10 in the morning. You're like, it's a fucking
And they also do that thing where they get someone completely naked on stage, don't they?
Yeah, the cock spot.
Yeah,
the free you get to advertise your like Amdram show.
So at Spank, so let's contextualize it a bit for listeners. This is at the Edinburgh Festival.
Yeah,
and Spank starts at 3 o'clock in the morning, doesn't it? Is that right?
Does it?
It's
maybe more like 2.
Maybe it ends at 3. It maybe starts at 1 and ends at 3. It's late.
It's insanely late.
Yeah,
and but it's always busy every night, even like
packed.
the Monday night. And there's 2 hosts. They co-host it, and they're bouncing back and forth with each other.
Is Abigailia still doing it?
Mm-hmm.
Abigailia Showman, James Loveridge, Evan Demaray started doing some of them last year, I believe.
Yeah.
And it's fun. And they have acts go on doing late night sets. The acts are often as drunk as the audience because it's late as fuck and they've done 4 shows that day and they wanted a pint. The audience are hammered. Every time someone on stage says Spank, the audience shout, "We love it." Because it's like sort of Pavlovianly drilled into them.
Like a cult.
Yeah.
But they love that. That's why people love podcasts. They like the repeat jokes. They like the...
I like that.
It's fun. But to have it at a live show in Edinburgh, that takes some doing to get people to know your catchphrase. Because it's such a transient...
Yeah.
Mate, I saw Ian Sterling rip into someone that was rude to me at Spank. He went on the set after me and he slammed them. And I just did my set. There was some bell ends. I dealt with it, but not Spank style. And Ian Sterling went on and sort of defended my honour, which I hadn't asked him to do. He's like, "You're fucking Dan Nightingale's on, and you're being a cunt." And every time he slammed him, he went, "Spank!" And everyone, "You love it!" I was like, "What the fuck? I have not done this gig enough." Like, it was amazing.
Just side notes, Ian Sterling is such an underrated comic.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Like, because he's done so much like reality TV and stuff, I think some people think he's like a reality TV guy who does stand-up.
Yeah.
He's a fucking comic.
great,
He's sharp as fuck.
Any fucking room he can go and
I remember talking to him after that first or second series of Love Island, and he was doing a massive tour, and talking to him about what that was like. And he was like, he said, because he did this thing before he came on stage at his tour, he would have the mic on stage and then a table with the Love Island water bottle on it that said Ian on it, just as a little nod to the show. And he said before he came on, audience members would be queuing at the front of the stalls to take a picture with the fucking water bottle. And he'd be in the wings going, "Oh my God, they're having a selfie with a water bottle."
That's fucking insane.
Yeah.
He's a great comic. James Loveridge, that hosts Spank, is not the kind of comic that you'd think would anger an audience enough to be glassed.
No, he's so friendly. He's so nice.
But the point is that if anyone's going to throw a pint glass at a comic, James is probably one of the best because he's hosted that show for.
Yeah,
he's used to it.
And
So what happened?
well, just
Well,
I want to
missed
just
him and it smashed against the back wall. But if it had hit him in the
Glass
face,
as
it
well.
would have like. I mean, it's serious damage. A
Yeah.
pint glass in the face.
it's-
Oh, that's one. As you're
GBH,
picking,
innit?
as you're picking glass out your eyes, you're like, did it get recorded? Have they got the footage?
How funny would it be if James Loveridge became the new Jim Jeffries, getting attacked on stage?
Maybe in that case, your baseball cap might have helped a bit if you had a cap on.
We-
You could have just put your head down.
I
Yeah.
really want to get out. I think our audience will love the fact that this cockspot thing exists to spank, though. So at that late night show where it's fucking wild, everyone's pissed, and co-host, we love it every time someone says spank. Before the penultimate act, so you got the headline act who's always a decent profile, and the penultimate act is normally the newest one to spank, one who hasn't done it before. I've only done it
Yeah.
once, and that's the spot I did.
Yeah.
And just before that new act goes on, they let anyone in the audience who has got a show at the Edinburgh Festival, you can come on stage and promote your show to the 200 people that are there as long as you get completely fucking naked.
Yeah.
And I seen some absolute maggot dicks that night. Like,
Yeah, but I remember being there thinking, surely no one's going to get completely naked. And then every time I've done it, someone's got completely
Yeah.
in front of like 300 people.
do you know how big my dick would have to be for me to use it to promote my Edinburgh show?
I think I could do major damage to my sales. So you're like, yeah, you'll get naked and then you'll promote your show and you'll sell more tickets. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'd ruin a load of children's nights. Like, we're like, spank, we love it. And it's not set. If anyone's like, oh, is it a bit pervy? It's really not. It's some awkward 19-year-old drama student. Even when the girls get naked, is it going? Oh, is it going to be really raunchy? It's just like she's like, ah! And you're like, oh, fucking hell,
It'd be
love.
amazing if you got completely naked. It just completely killed the atmosphere of the night.
Yeah.
All the clapping just dies down.
There was just a lump on one of your balls, and people on the front row are like, "You want to get that check, lad?"
That's how you find out.
That's the night you found out you got cancer.
Another cancer reference. I'm loving
Okay.
it.
18 minutes in.
Sorry.
Oh man,
Have you been gigging since we've come back? Have you just been doing Zoom stuff? Have you been taking COVID seriously?
I did. I did quite a lot of gigs in between the two lockdowns.
Yeah.
In that summer bit.
where are you based, man?
In London.
I've heard of it.
I did a lot of outdoor stuff, drive-in gigs, and did you do any of those?
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
Yeah.
and
How did you get on with
what
it?
a joy that was. I had one die one, but that was my very first gig back.
Yeah.
And I was watching my set on YouTube before I did it, and then got on and you couldn't hear anything.
Yeah.
They'd managed to, for some unknown reason, socially distance the cars from the stage. Because people in cars really need to be a good 15 to 20 metres from the stage.
I've always said that.
And the sun was setting behind the stage, so you could just see through the windows that the sun was hitting them. It was like July, and they were like, it was fucking brutal. With Freddie Quinn wandering around the back going, oh, you ripped it. Oh, the feedback was amazing. And they'd been told they weren't allowed to honk the horns because of the...
They weren't allowed to honk.
The council had gone, you can't honk.
That's the only... Because I only did one of them, but then we did two shows in a night. And the first show was tough because none of us had ever done gigs to cars before. But then the second show, you're kind of already used to it. And I remember doing a joke and thinking, oh, that got more beeps in the first show. And I was already like used to gigging to cars.
I couldn't do it, me. I just needed to be back.
I sort of
In a
wanted to
room.
do it more out of curiosity than anything else.
I said that at the time. I was just like, there's this summer, hopefully, is the only time you'll get the
You'll ever
opportunity
have
to
to
do
do that.
a drive-through gig. Pray God I don't want to do any more.
Yeah.
Like, we've done beer gardens.
Yeah.
Like Freddie Quinn organised a gig in a garden in Chorley.
Yeah.
I did some beer gardens.
And it was
beer
it
gardens
was
are
unusual,
fine, though.
but I've got to do it. I might,
Yeah.
when are they happening
So
again?
the outdoor ones I've quite enjoyed.
Yeah.
They were fine.
They've been fun. Like,
yeah.
as long as it's a sort of, they're literally a metre apart and there's still a bit
Yeah.
of atmosphere.
Yeah.
Like, I did one in a field and they were literally told, bring your own chair and put it wherever you want. And there's people like, you're in one penalty box on the footy pitch and they're on the fucking line at the back.
Bring
and
your
you're
own chair and put it wherever you want.
Yeah.
That's a
At the back,
great.
like, no, I'm comfortable here. You can't
That's a
talk to me.
There was a lot of goodwill, though,
Yeah.
initially, wasn't there? Of like, wow, because it was well publicised that comedians had had
the
a
blitz type thing. Yeah.
Get your garden furniture and come down and support live comedy.
Yeah, yeah.
And then that wears off. It's like, yeah, it's just.
They should have done a drive-through spank. That would have been incredible.
Get your knob out on your Fiat 500. Yeah.
Standing on the roof of your car with
Just
your knob
open the bonnet like, whoa, look at the engine on that.
That Spirit of the Blitz thing was funny as fuck, wasn't it? Like, especially like Liverpool, right? I don't know whether you know this, how much time you spent in Liverpool.
Yeah.
You know, Liverpool is a very parochial city. And I think if Liverpool were given the independence referendum that Scotland were, there would be a 93% we're fucking off, and 7 would want.
Oh, the only problem would be Runcorn trying to get involved as well. Like, no, we're fine, we're not scored us.
Like, Liverpool is very insular, and it's, I've got a T-shirt that's got Liverpool and England written on it with a line through England, and it's like, we're not English, we're Scouse sort of thing. It's got that identity.
It's a nice T-shirt.
And Liverpool, it's not a very sort of Brexit shagging, British flag in your Twitter bio type of place. It's just not that type of place. And then because there was a lockdown and you weren't allowed to go anywhere, for the first time ever, people celebrated VE Day. That was one of the funniest bits of the first lockdown. Victory in Europe Day! What's that? I don't know, but it means I can have a pint in the garden with Jeff from next door. So I've put some bunting up. Let's get the fucking fire on.
Just any excuse to just not be sat in your fucking house on a sweltering day.
I saw, because this is the first time I've been to Liverpool since what's happened.
Hey, you're not in Liverpool, lad, but in fucking Runcorn. Get your fucking bins right.
But it was, but from the outside, it seemed like Liverpool was just going mental, because every night on the news there was videos of like people rioting in Liverpool. And
well, this is the thing. This is why you shouldn't watch the fucking BBC and Sky News, mate, because they try and vilify the North and Liverpool in particular, because we tell them to go fuck themselves.
What news should you watch then, Adam, if you're not going to watch
LFC TV.
LFC TV. Loads of news about Brexit, the COVID vaccine, and fucking Genie Wijnaldum.
This does sort of have the vibe of a sort of conspiracy theory YouTube channel. You just need like a Brexit, not a Union Jack flag behind you.
Or an England flag,
Mate, we literally can't have a Union Jack up. Like, I just don't think it's going to suit our look. Two white guys. Some of the jokes we do around accents aren't going to work well in front of like fucking...
But yeah, Liverpool's been sound. What happened was, when they put the curfew in place of 10 o'clock, that's when things seemed to go a bit mental, because they let literally every pub in Liverpool out at 10 o'clock at the same time. And like, Liverpool's not like London. Do you know what I mean? In London, if you miss the tube, there's another one in 45 seconds. In Liverpool, if you miss the bus, you've missed the bus. You've got to walk home from town. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I was surprised when I went into Liverpool. It is weird because Liverpool's reputation is almost sort of like Liverpool leans into it, doesn't it? Of like, we don't fucking... Like, I do this podcast so regularly with you. And then I went to Liverpool to do that hot water stream show. And I just expected everyone to be like, fuck it, we do what we want. And then to get in there and be like... the streets were relatively fucking empty. There was hardly anyone there. Did you wander into London at any point? To have a look, because it must be tempting to go and do the 28 days later thing and have a little mooch.
I was walking around all the time. I found it really sort of quite interesting to like walk around, and it was all dead everywhere. It's just quite weird.
You're seeing no one outside the M&M store in London. It's fucking weird, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
What a travesty.
The thing with
how will this economy get back going if the M&M store is shut?
Surely the biggest tragedy of the coronavirus. The M&M store going under.
The thing with Liverpool, though, being like, you're like, fuck it, no, we'll do what we want.
No, I'm not saying it is. It's just the perception, innit? That you help me believe.
yeah, totally. Like,
but that is also what is portrayed in the news, isn't it? For everyone who doesn't live in Liverpool. It is portrayed as like...
My uncle visited in August. He lives Eastbourne.
Yeah.
And he was like, got off the train, picked him up, and he was like, oh, this is Chester City Centre, which is meek and mild at the best of times. He's like, oh, it's actually quite normal, isn't it? I was like, what the fuck do you think is going on? Just like everyone licking each other and fucking dogging. Like, the North must have been perceived as like on fire or something.
Liverpool's got a very strong... identity of socialism, and the ideology of socialism in Liverpool is very, very popular. So because it was drilled into a lot of people, and also there's no one more important in Liverpool than your nan. Your nan is fucking, we worship our nans. It's your nan, then God, and then maybe someone else. Maybe your ma after that. But your nan's number one. And it was drilled in early on.
Jurgen's not far back.
That's what I meant by God.
Fair one.
But it was drilled in early on. If you go out and you're mixing with your mates, you might kill your nan. And if you tell that to Liverpool, they will go, Although we don't like the government, we don't like being told what to fucking do. It's like, look, I fucking hate Boris Johnson, but I love me nan more than I hate Boris Johnson.
I honestly think if the message had been that clear, it would have done more good. And I don't think the government are ever going to come to you, Adam, to do many adverts. But I think you could have done great fucking work if you'd have had a nationally televised advert like, look, lad, your fucking nana will be gone, stay in your fucking house. I think it'd be great.
What's the Liverpool obsession with the nan? Why is that a thing?
Scouse nans.
That sounded so southern. What's the Liverpool obsession with the nan?
What is that? I don't understand.
Well, there's a lot of Scousers who live with their nan, despite the fact their parents are alive and well. And those kids are always a bit fucking weird.
Nan kids.
What?
Nan kids.
Nan kids.
Yeah.
They live with. I live with me nan, mate.
Nan
Oh,
kids,
what happened to your mum and dad? They fucking live 2 streets away. They just can't fucking put up with me. It happens quite a lot.
Really?
The nan kids of Liverpool. There'll be people watching this who have. There'll be a few nan kids watching who are like, haha, he doesn't mean me. You as well. Yeah. And there'll be people watching going, I've got a nan kid mate, and they're a bit fucking tapped.
Do you know any nan kids?
What?
Do you know any nan kids?
I've got a few nan kid mates,
yeah.
And they live always 2 streets away from the ma, so that they can be sent to the ma's whenever they fucking need. But they live in the nan's box room because the ma maybe had them a little bit too young and was like, I can't fucking deal with this. And then her ma was like, I'll fucking take him. You carry on taking.
Up.
You carry on taking.
Listen, I'm 39, but I'll do it again. Tom, do you know any nan kids from where you're from? It doesn't sound like a very London thing.
I don't think so. My dad, I remember, said that the first flat he lived in when he moved out was his nan's house. But it feels like a thing from the past, doing that.
Yeah.
Moving in with your nan is your first.
Well, not to paint too fucking depressing a light on it, it's because someone's fucked up. Like it's a hard thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
If your nan has to step up and raise you, someone's in prison on drugs or just having a fucking nightmare.
Well, normally, but these Liverpool nan kids, that's not what I'm talking about.
What do you mean?
They on paper.
What, they've just like, Mum, I'm leaving. She's got all the fucking blue ribbons. I'd love to stay, Mum, but Nan's got all the best biscuits.
You see, you're taking the piss, but like,
My 2 cousins did that.
There's a load of kids in Liverpool who live with their nan. Their parents live round the corner.
How old? When you say kids, how old are we talking?
They're there from when they're a kid until like they're 27, and they eventually move out. They grow up in their nan's house for but on paper, like from an out, I'm sure if you go and see their therapist, they'll tell you that there's underlying issues. But from an outsider, it's just, I live with me nan, lad.
Mate,
why? What happened to your ma? She lives a few streets away with me dad. What are you fucking on about? Why is that weird? It's not, lad. You crack on with your day. Don't ask too many questions. They've got a look in their eye and you're a bit scared of them.
Full of fucking biscuits and don't want to be judged.
Honestly, nan kids are semi-common.
I am making it out like it's like a Chris Rock bit about, when the kids are being raised by grandma and it's all about basically in that. I've seen those Chris Rock bits and it's basically about drug abuse, isn't it?
Yeah.
And so in my head, I'm like, oh shit, it must be like because of, it's a serious, and you're like, nah. No. They're just near the bus stop.
That could be it. That could be it.
It's 100% real.
I like plastic sofas. Amazing.
Please, look, I'm telling you right now.
Can we have a shout out for the nan kids?
Comment on this video on YouTube if you know a nan kid, and this is definitely going to be a social media clip. So tag a nan kid in below this. I guarantee you this becomes one of the most interactive videos we've ever done because they're fucking everywhere and there's something wrong with all of them. You can't put your finger on it. You can't put your finger on it because you'll be sitting around in a group with them at the pub and everything's just a bit fucking normal. Everything's sound, but every now and then you look over and they're just like a little, and you're like, oh, I don't know what that was, and you're like, yeah, don't ask any questions, lad.
Diabetes.
Well, they got a little twitch going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that interaction, I'm not sure it's going to come to, be a lot of London people like, oh my God, I did spend a summer. I remember I spent with my grandparents. They've got a lovely villa in Provence. Yeah.
Where's Provence?
France.
I was going to say the south of France, but then I'm not.
South of Provence.
France. In Provence.
Have you ever lived with your nan, Adam?
I used to go and stay a bit.
Yeah. So
on a weekend, sometimes I'd just ask my mum, can I go and stay in my nan's?
Same.
Oh, yeah, that's a touch. Oh, hang on. That's not a Liverpool thing.
No.
That's fucking getting looked after by someone who really likes you. Yeah, that's quality, isn't it?
Your grandparents have regrets from how much they fucked your ma up, don't they? And they try and atone for that by raising you better.
That is classic, innit? Like, your parents have got to lay down the fucking law, otherwise you end up a wrong'un or like getting run over. Grandparents are like, come round and I will just feed you the fuck up. Yeah.
Don't tell your mum I gave you money.
Where do all your grandparents live, Dan?
I had grandparents around the corner, and then I had grandparents where my mum was from, about 25 minutes down the road. She grew up near Blackpool. Right. So we had my nana and granddad were my mum's parents, and they had my sister every time. So if my mum and dad were away, my sister went there. And then my gran and Pop's still alive. He's 95. He's got 4 types of cancer and refuses to die. And he's such a heart. It's great. I've said it on the pod before. He got told he had leukemia by the doctor. My dad was with him, and they drove off. And the first thing he said, my dad was like, well, what do you think, Dad? And he went, what a lot of rubbish. And that was 2 years ago, and the leukemia is sort of gone. It's the most northern response to finding you out.
That is the most northern.
You've got leukemia?
Ever.
I haven't.
Bollocks! I'm going to just live to prove a fucking point. But I always went to them because my gran was, bless her, she's been dead 20 years, but she had raised my dad, and she only wanted to be grandchild to a boy. Yeah. So it was really noticeable when it was like, right, mum and dad are away for the weekend, and obviously I'm going to Gran's and you're going to Nana's, because she was like, I'll have Daniel, because she just wanted to deal with boys. So it's my sister's got a little bit of resentment about that.
So my nan and my granddad, my mum's parents, they lived about 15 minutes away in a taxi, and then me granddad,
they live in a taxi.
They lived in a taxi, man. Yeah, that's how. Big black one though, plenty of room in the back for a bit of banging.
Why? Why did you do it to yourself? No one even did it to you then. I've never seen the like.
I've got nothing.
You were like suicide.
My granddad getting what they need. Okay, people have needs. You got to get over it. Your fucking ma loved it.
Mate, wait. I've seen us do banter, but I've never seen someone do it to themselves. Like, yeah, they were good people. I love the dick. That's how much abuse we give each other. We start doing it to ourselves.
And my dad's dad. So my dad's mum died long before I was born. My dad's dad lived around the corner, and he used to have a round that he did every day. So in very typical Liverpool style, a lot of my family lived in Dovecot, which is the area of Liverpool I'm from.
Yeah.
So my granddad lived there.
Sounds quite nice, Dovecot.
It's not.
Dovecot.
That sounds nice, isn't it?
It's like Warrington,
is that near
but with more dog shit.
Provence?
It is. It's the Provence of East Liverpool.
That's an old one.
Yeah. So my granddad lived here, and he would, in the morning, he'd go to my Auntie Maisie's and have a cup of tea and maybe a bit of breakfast. Then he'd go to my Auntie Carol's, and he would stay in my Auntie Carol's all day because she lived over the road from the bookies, literally over the road. And he would go, and every horse race, he would go and put a 20p bet on, and then go and watch it in my auntie's, and then go back and either collect his winnings or put his next bet on with more money. He'd go back to
20 fucking pence.
Yeah, he wasn't trying to become a millionaire. He was trying to pass the time.
Imagine the woman at William Hill like, all right, Derek. Here you go, kid. Usual bet.
His name was John, actually. Don't get his fucking name wrong.
Sorry.
Granddad John. The plasterer. The one who did the cathedral.
Okay, good. And he was just making 20p bets with all that.
He'd made his money. He'd made his
cathedral money.
Did he leave all the winnings to you?
He did, yeah. £4.57.
Took him 25 years to
it wasn't money. He left me just the ticket. The 208 at Doncaster.
That's a working class inheritance. I leave to you a seat at William Hill.
He'd go back and forth from there. Then he'd go to my Auntie Maisie's again on the way home for another cup of tea. And then he'd call into mine. And even after my mum and dad split up and my dad had moved out, he would still come to ours to see me, my little brother and my ma. And my ma cooked his full tea every night. So she made an extra tea for him. And this is, I don't know how I feel about admitting this on the pod, but I suppose it's a good story. My granddad John, for one reason or another, a very old man, was a sun reader. He read...
I honestly wondered what you were going to say that had made you question whether you were going to say it, and then totally forgot that the Sun is in the whole of Liverpool.
He used to read the Sun, which in Liverpool is just, they probably sell about 10 copies a day now. It's non-existent, really.
Yeah.
I remember when Chris Turner, comedian Chris Turner, I did Baby Blue with him once, and he turned up and he was like, "He's been in a newsagent's there and asked to buy the Sun," and he told me to get the fuck out of his shop. What's going on? And I was like, "It's just, we don't buy it
Yeah,
here.
but that might
They
have just,
said-
that
when
might
I
have just
did
been
it-
Chris Turner, though. As
I
well.
did a tour show.
I like the look of this cunt.
Sorry, mate.
I did a tour show in Liverpool, and in 2017, I won the Sun's Best New Comedian,
Oh,
and and it was on the tour poster,
Yeah.
and there were posters in Liverpool, and
Didn't sell very well.
my agent was like, maybe take that off the Liverpool tour poster. I'm not
Yeah,
sure that'll go down
serious,
very
man.
well. Yeah.
That's the example of like him talking about it being parochial and the thing with socialism and the sticking together. Like it's a city divided by two football teams, but that's not a Liverpool thing. That's a Liverpool and Everton thing.
But is that
the
is that-
Scouse
the
thing?
city
Yeah, it's
of
a
all-
Scouse thing. Yeah.
But is that what year are you talking about? Your what year would this have been? You're talking about
It was post Hillsborough.
okay.
Yeah, because I wasn't even born when Hillsborough happened. But I remember at one point I went into the news agents, Nina's News, it's called, on Dovecot Shops in Liverpool, and it's ran by a woman called Nina and her husband Alan. We run it together. That's Andy. They've been to see some of my shows in the past couple of years. There's
Your local news agents are supporting you on your fucking career.
Totally.
That's amazing.
Like,
I love it.
Dovecot's so everyone knows each other. So like, I went in one day and I'd been in my Auntie Carol's for a bit, and my granddad went, "Go over the shop for us, get me the Sun." And I went over because I had no idea when I was a child.
Yeah.
And Alan said no. He went, "If your granddad wants," he went, "Who's that for?" I was like, "To me granddad." He went, "If your granddad wants to be reading this thing, then he can come and get it himself. I'm not serving this to a kid."
So why do they have it? Why did Nina's have it?
You legally have to stock any mainstream newspaper.
Oh, right.
A newsagent can't
Really?
refuse to stock it, but they can refuse service to anyone.
Wow.
So it's a really weird legal thing. And me granddad,
So there's a lot of fish and chips in Merseyside eaten out of
No.
really fresh Sun newspapers.
You won't see it.
No.
So you'll go into a
they
shop.
won't even put fish in it.
So
Like,
what's
They won't.
the fish are like?
They won't
No,
even.
no, they won't. Like,
Straight
They
back
literally,
in
they'll
the
put
Mersey.
one out on the thing and they'll just cover it with another newspaper, so you'll
Yeah.
never see it.
yeah.
So where?
It's very common
Where's
for people
the
to go
delivery?
in.
There's no delivery.
What do you mean?
So because you said they're legally obliged to sell it.
To stock it, yeah.
They
Right.
just go in the bin. They just have one and then the rest will go in the bin.
But the shops can't really do that because they could get audited and be in trouble. But like on the newspaper stand where there's like the Mirror, the Mail, this, that.
Yeah.
So someone will put like 3 copies of the Mirror over the pile of Suns, right? And then if someone comes in, the shop will be like, "Oh, a customer must have done it." So you won't see it there. And it's very, very common for someone, I've done this, to go into like a Tesco and get the pile of Suns and just put them behind the Frosties. Do you know what I mean? Just take them
You've
halfway
done
around.
that?
Yeah.
You
Just take them
won't-
around the
you
shop,
won't see
take
the
all the
newspaper in
Frosties
there.
off the shelf, put them at the back so no one can get it.
wants to
It's just a
read
common
it?
thing.
Why do the Sun bother sending papers to Liverpool? They must be making a massive loss.
I think also another part of the legality of it, and I might be speaking out of turn here, I don't really know what I'm talking about. I'm pretty sure they have to send it to every newsagent as
Okay.
a stock thing. But when Alan refused to sell me that copy of the Sun, I went and spoke to my granddad and I was like, "He won't sell me because of this." And my granddad was like, "Oh, fucking bollocks that." And I remember years later after I'd looked into it and found out the whole thing about it, because I was literally a child. I must have been about 7 or 8 when this happened. I'd just been
You're
sent out.
forgiven.
Yeah.
Everyone gets it. You're like, but I didn't know everyone.
Because of that, my granddad eventually stopped reading it. Because of that interaction.
Just sort of
with Alan.
shamed him.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. You can't like...
So
it's-
Sun Comedian of the Year there, Tom Lucy.
New comedian. of the year.
Woo!
Yeah.
What an awards night that must have been.
Yeah.
What was that? When
It was a thing I don't think they do it anymore. It was at the Edinburgh Festival, and I remember some like coked up Sun journalist came to watch my gig, and then I got this award afterwards, which doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
But it was published in the
I don't want to say their name again now. Fuck them off.
Right.
Yeah. Fuck. No. We're giving them... Like, I want them bleeping every single... No.
You can do that.
Let's see how much you want them bleeping.
I fucking hate them so much. But yeah, I just went the grandparent route and it just sparked that memory in my head. Grim. Can we have a break?
Yeah. Do you need a little
I
minute?
need a minute.
Need a wash.
He needs a minute to read the fucking
Should
mirror.
we all have a shower together?
There's
Wow,
probably
Tom,
one
yeah.
next door in the fucking...
Like that.
like that. We'll be back after these messages from the Money Bag people. What's happening, ladies and gentlemen? We've been listening. We've been reading your comments. We know you've been after some merch for a while now. We've restocked and revamped our merch website. There's new hoodies, new tees with some of our slogans and catchphrases on. Slogans and catchphrases like rat and
upset me
and
bye Felicia.
They're available at haveawordpod.com. Go and get a hoodie, pause the pod here, buy a fucking hoodie, and then come and listen to us talk some shite.
Yes.
Bye, Felicia. Hey! My Kevin Webster impression.
I wish it wasn't. Tom, have you ever done any gigs on the Isle of Man?
I have, yeah.
Could you imagine if you went, no? more Kevin Webster, please.
No, it's just we were just having a little chat there in the break about you've not done the gig on the Isle. There's one gig on the Isle of Man.
I was meant to do the gig on the Isle of Man literally on like the 17th of March.
Yeah.
And on the 15th we got put into national lockdown.
It's a bit of a ball ache from the northwest as well. Like getting down to Hampshire's a ball ache to then have to wait for a ferry as well.
Oh, you're thinking
that's
of
the Isle of
that's the Isle of Wight.
The Isle of
thinking of the
Man
Isle of
is
Wight.
basically fucking...
Oh, it's over
just
the
off
water.
Bow Lake.
Oh, right, yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's very near Liverpool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I take it all back.
Yeah.
That's our island.
Yeah, there's a fucking Scouse thing with the Isle of Man. One
Right.
of our old mates who we used to work with, Nick, he's Scouse, but he's from the Isle of Man, but he's got a Scouse accent.
Yeah.
It's very strange, the Isle of Man.
Yeah.
Very strange.
They have
But
cats
anyway,
with 3 legs, don't they?
What?
Is it 3 legs? 2 dicks?
What?
The Manx cats.
Manx cats.
Yeah.
They've got 2 dicks.
Or is it no tail? There's something wrong with them anyway.
Right, good. Tell me how you like.
what?
They fly. The cats fly.
Can you please Google cats from the Isle of Man? Because there's something wrong with cats in the Isle of Man.
What's the capital?
No tails.
No tails.
What's it called?
Oh, and
What,
3 dicks.
Douglas?
Douglas.
Is it called Douglas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it a country? I thought it was
No,
just
but it's got a
capital.
not a capital, but like counties have got like a.
It's a principality, isn't it? That's what it's called.
Is it?
I think so. It's something like that.
Thank you, dickhead Shinry Corner.
No, it can't be a principality because that means there'd be a prince of the Isle of Man.
Is that a requisite? Yeah.
Well, Wales is
it's
a principality, and there's the
Is it a
Prince of
There
Wales.
is a Prince of the Isle of Man.
There's
It's-
here comes the bullshit.
No, it is.
Here comes the
There
bullshit.
is a Prince of the Isle of Man.
Thinking
What's his
time.
name?
He's giving himself thinking time.
How many dicks has he got?
Maybe it's a Provence, not a.
Oh, Tom Lucy.
It's actually Prince.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's dead now. We passed it on to someone else. Prince. Yeah. Don't have to be beautiful.
It's famous for being like a tax haven, the Isle of Man. So
Right.
so like Lewis Hamilton got in trouble for putting his bank account in the Isle of Man, and then in order to have a bank account in the Isle of Man, you've got to sign the document on Isle of Man ground. So he famously flew his private plane to the Isle of Man, got off the plane, signed the contract, and got back on the plane and flew back to London.
Yeah.
Why would you pick the Isle of Man as your tax haven when you could just pick Monaco?
Well, he lives in Monaco.
He
doesn't
lives in
Yeah.
Monaco, yeah.
He's got a lot of tax.
That makes it even fucking weirder. He's already in
Maybe
tax
it's-
haven.
Yeah, maybe it's better in the Isle of Man. I don't know.
But it's part of the UK, isn't
should
it?
get a tax guy on here
it's
and
yeah,
talk
but
about it.
it's part of the UK, so I think it will be linked to that.
It's like
he's got to
Guernsey,
show
isn't
some.
it?
Yeah,
Guernsey's the same.
yeah.
Are there, is there any word you can't say on the Isle of Man?
Carl got bored with the HMRC inquiry. That was the lack of knowledge between the three of us. There. Yeah, there's cats with no dicks, and they can levitate. And I think
Something
it's
about
Prince is the king of the Isle of Man. And you don't have to pay tax, and they use fucking rubles. Next question.
Yeah, so the point is that I went there to do the gig, and the promoter of the gig said, just so you know, there's a word you're not allowed to say here.
And he couldn't tell you what it was.
They no, they got something else. They call it something else, which I've forgotten. But the word rat is like you can't say it on the Isle of Man.
You can never do a Have a Word live show on the Isle of Man.
My God.
It goes back like hundreds of years to some old superstition. But,
Oh, yeah.
but
Why?
you can't.
What are they saying,
rat.
Jamie?
It's a superstition with the long tail, which
Yeah.
is the like the cat, I think.
Oh, so they cut the tails off cats.
So it's
'cause in
something to
case
do
the
with
secret
rats.
rats.
It's something to do with, yeah. And
Yeah.
they never use the 3-letter R, whatever that means. So it must be the letter.
No
and
words. 3 letters with an R.
3 letters with an R. So rat has got R and then 2 letters. So they never use letters
I'll
with
say rig.
art.
Rob.
Oh, it's just rat.
Oh, right.
Rob.
Just rat.
My
Can't
dad's
call anyone Rob.
My dad's
Rob.
Rod, Ron,
Yeah.
Rid.
Rid. High
But it's
flying
weird
stuff,
that
isn't it?
But I thought,
Some fucking
can't get a
good
rim
pod
job.
in there.
yeah, but
Some
I
real low
thought,
point for the
I
podcast.
thought that was like that would be a bit of like an old superstition, but no one takes it that seriously.
So they call.
But they're into it.
but they are fucking serious about it.
Because as a comedian, it's the worst thing to do
Oh,
is
yeah.
go,
And
don't
on-
say this word.
And at the gig on stage, I said, "Oh, apparently there's a word I'm not allowed to say," thinking that would get a bit of laughter. Dead silence in the room. They
Get cancer!
Do you know what they call them? Do you know what they call
yeah,
them?
well, I can't remember, but what is it?
Big fellas.
Big fellas.
Rats.
That's
Yeah.
it.
They're referred to as big fellas.
Yeah.
That sounds so random.
It sounds scouse. See, I told you there's a scouse thing
no.
with the Isle of Man.
That sounds
Had
a
to get
bit...
the fucking exterminated out, lad. Heard the fucking big fella rummaging around the cupboard last
Mate,
night.
that's mate Johnny Bongo talking about the three lads on the back there on the card. That reminds me, some of the big fellas in the fucking walls. you'll have to send the exterminator out. We've got the big fellas and they're under the fucking flowerbirds.
Big fellas.
Your gypsy accent really kills me, you know. I
I
don't know.
fucking know, I know.
Of all the dodgy accents we do on this podcast every now and
It's
then.
allowed because they're white in your head now. And that's why it's allowed now. If they were a proper ethnic minority, I'd be a little bit more careful about it, you know.
Are you saying they're not a proper ethnic minority?
I don't know, but I'm glad we've not got a Union Jack behind me right now. I'll tell you that for fucking sure.
What a
You got a
question
favourite
here.
accent to do, Tom? Do you do any accents?
Not really.
Come on, Sam. Come on.
The box is gone, Adam. The box is gone.
Ah, yes.
So you're gonna try and make me do a gypsy
No,
accent?
what can you? No, you.
That'll be a nice little clip for your social media.
Because
Completely out of context.
Tom Lucy was on Have a Word. Hello there. I don't know about this living with your nana bullshit, but I know what words you can't say in the Isle of Man now. Any accents? Do you ever work with a comic who's like got a strong accent and you find yourself doing the accent back
I
to
tell you
them?
what I used to do a lot, and I had to stop it. Is I would, when I was going to do a gig, I'd be listening to some comedian, and then at the gig, I would basically just do an impression of whoever I was listening to on
Their
the way there.
inflections and stuff.
Oh,
Still your
totally.
material, but you'd be like,
Yeah, so I'd be doing like stuff about growing up in Guildford, but with Chris Rock's voice.
Guildford is a motherfucker. To the window.
too many hills and shit. Everything uphill. You go up a hill, you come back, you still go up a fucking hill.
Still a hill.
What's with all the hills?
I would
Big hill,
love
smile. Still a hill.
There's two types of uphill incline. There's hills and there's mountains, and hills have got to go.
Chris Rock's Guildford bit.
Yeah. Started doing the gig in a red suit as well.
Oh god.
When I'm driving late at night, I'm not looking over my shoulder for mountains. I'm looking for hills.
I tell you what though, it's still if you watch, like, I don't know if you get this, but if I ever watch like a comedian's special, and then that I think in their voice for like a day or two, and then you're thinking of ideas for routines, but they're not, they're routines that would be great for whoever you watch, but not for you.
Have you seen Nate Bargatze? Nate Bargatze's special, The Tennessee Kid, on Netflix. I've been doing stand-up 17 years when I watched that. He's my age. It's not like I'm young and he's more experienced.
Yeah.
And for a month, I could feel myself doing it, going, talk like you talk, Dan.
Yeah.
There's something about that special. I loved it. He doesn't swear, and he's one of those comics that on purpose doesn't deliver it very polished.
Yeah.
You know, like, there's that style, like Chris Rock is super polished.
Yeah.
He uses
It's like word for word.
he uses like almost PowerPoint words.
Yeah.
Like he will repeat the premise a few times, and then the other style there's like that Acaster, like nervous on purpose almost.
Yeah.
And Nate Bargatze does a little bit of that, almost doesn't know his script on purpose, and that's so not my style. For a whole fucking month, I was like, "What are you doing?" And it's just because it got in my.
But
little,
I think that's I feel like that's the sign of a great comedian, when they've got such a distinctive style.
Yeah.
that you can think of an idea and go, oh, that feels like
A thingy bit.
a Louis C.K. idea, or
I am.
yeah.
not.
I
That's
think
that's a bad example.
Yeah, your hero. Yeah.
Stay there, love.
Yeah.
I
your
think I've
pants
told
on,
you
Tom.
this before off pod. I had to stop doing a routine because of Nate Bargatze. So weirdly, someone introduced me to it. It was probably Freddie. Like most of the American comedians that I don't know yet, and like John Mulaney, Freddie Quinn was like, you need to watch this guy. And I went on YouTube and found a Nate Bargatze routine that he did on like a late night show. It might have been like Conan or something. And it's almost word for word one of my routines. So I did a routine for a bit about the insanity training program. And it was like, they show you the before and the after photo. And I'm like, mate, how do I get your before? That'll do.
I'd be happy with the before.
That'll do me.
I've seen him do that bit. Yeah, I haven't even remembered that. Yeah.
He does that, but with P90X.
Yeah.
And I seen it, and I was like, it's almost like one of us has nicked it off the other one. It's that ridiculously similar. I'd never heard of the lad, and I was like, this is fucking... And it's on... He's done it on Conan or whatever, and I just had to stop doing the bit because it's too similar.
Do you think that... Because I think that happens... Because people always... They jump to the conclusion that, like, so-and-so's stolen a routine, but I see it happen quite a lot where two comics have got pretty similar...
Yeah, but this isn't like that. Like, I get that. I've seen that happen 1,000 times where two comics independently have gone, yeah, I'm going to write a bit about walking the dog and, you know, what it's like to pick your shit. Like, a common thing
I've got a bit about walking the dog.
But there's certain comics you're like, you don't... when a joke is like, say, Gav Webster... or an act that's got a really specific style and way of thinking, they're the ones where you're like probably not going to have the same joke as that person. But if you're doing observational storytelling, there's a chance you're going to have overlap.
But if you'd have seen Nate Bargatze's routine and then seen me do mine, or vice versa, you'd have gone up to either me or him and gone, that's Adam's bit, or that's Nate's bit.
Yeah.
It's so strikingly the same.
Wow.
Like... And look,
he's still pissed off about it as well.
Comics are definitely guilty. And I've definitely done it before where I've got a new idea for a bit about this, and I do it, and Danny McLaughlin will go, Joe's got a really similar bit to that. This guy, and I go, I remember I worked with him 9 months ago, and it's probably gone in and I've forgot about it.
Yeah.
That happens, and you just stop doing it because you've been sort of inspired to a bad extent. But I didn't know Nate was, never heard of him. And it was just...
Oh, mate, go and watch Nate
Bargatze.
Really
pissed me off.
Never heard of him.
Tennessee kid, really well done.
I remember I used to do a routine about gout, and I remember
you're gutted when someone goes, mate, so-and-so's got a great gout bit. You're
but a lot of people then started saying to me that John Robbins has got a famous gout story. I was like, yeah, but we can both have we can both talk about gout. It's not like we're not doing the same joke.
Yeah, that.
But it used to happen almost every gig I'd do it. Another comic would go, oh, just so you know, John Robbins has got a gout bit.
Yeah,
I saw a comedian at the Frog years ago. He'd written a whole bit about Alanis Morissette's song "Ironic." The joke was, "It's not ironic, is it?" And he broke it down. He did the whole bit. It got laughs, and then he came off and went, "Yeah, I think that went pretty well. That's my new bit." And everyone was like, what, Ed Burns' most favourite bit of comedy? And he was like, and you know when you can judge the reaction?
Yeah.
Like but like humans are very perceptive about when you can call bullshit. He was so clearly gutted because he'd spent fucking ages writing it all out. And then we'd all gone, yeah, Ed Burn got famous off that bit in the late 90s. Idiot.
Yeah.
And he was gutted and he just had to never ever do it again.
But he hadn't robbed it or seen it.
I could tell the way he did it so badly on stage that if he'd nicked it, it would have been better. Yeah. But he was getting laughs because it's a funny premise.
Yeah.
But it was the way he reacted. He went, oh, you're kidding. Oh, fuck. I was like, yeah, there's a man who's just wasted
but there's a lot
3 days of writing and practicing.
It happens quite regularly with like big A-list comics where they get accused of stealing routines. And I reckon, because a lot of those big... without naming names, a lot of those big comedians that have writers that work with them.
Yeah.
And it might be that one of their writers has seen it. It's gone into the back of their head. They've then pitched it to the guy. He's now doing it completely unaware that it's come from one of his writers who saw it from an open spot comic.
Yeah. Also, they're touring with themselves, aren't they? Once you get off the circuit,
you only don't know what's going on.
Yeah. So comics who are doing hour and a half, they write their hour and a half. When are they watching? Like, we're constantly, if you're on the circuit, you're constantly watching all different. You'll work with hundreds of acts a year.
I've got to say,
touring guys.
I do think that there's got to be some cunty writers though who are like, I've got to write for fucking, I don't know, I've got to write for fucking Ahmed Jalili, so I'm gonna just go down a comedy club, write down my favourite bits, and Ahmed will never know.
Yeah.
And Ahmed's fans will just think there is. There's definitely cunty
Yeah.
writers who are going to comedy clubs and shystering
And then
new acts.
Ahmed's got 10 minutes on the insanity routine.
About living with his nan.
Yeah.
I'd like to think it, because obviously we've all got aspirations to get bigger and bigger as a comic and do big tours and
I
stuff.
don't. I'm done.
You
Is
don't?
this you?
Yeah, yeah.
Once you've won the
He just wants,
Comedian of the Year, New Comedian of the Year 2017.
he just wants to do new material on Wednesdays. A top secret in London.
With a cap on.
I'd never.
Happily, just covered in fucking brick dust.
I don't think I'd ever get writers for me stand up. I don't like
Would you not, I'd quite like having some plastic cut boys around me. Was that what Kevin Hart calls his crew?
Yes, mate.
Plastic
He
cup
does.
Yeah.
He fucking
and then
does.
he's got about 8 guys who he
He's
travels
just
with.
got his mates.
Have you must have heard of this. The Plastic Cup Boys.
No, I haven't.
He's got about 8 mates of his that are all old school friends, and they just travel around and they all write for him and open for him. I went to see him do his Netflix special at the O2, and he had about 9 support acts before.
He really does. He gets all the plastic cup boys out,
Yeah.
and the crowd are humoured for the first class
It was
plastic cup boy.
It was
And by
so
the second
weird.
one, they're
Did
like,
you see it?
"Yeah, we went to."
He does a stand-up routine about going to see Kevin Hart.
Oh,
And about the
Have
compare.
I now stolen your routine?
No,
Sorry, one of my writers gave me that. I must have got it from you.
I retold the story of going to watch it, but it
Oh,
wasn't.
right.
I really wasn't talking about Kevin Hart. I was talking about the compare
Yeah.
because the compare.
He's called Spank. Spank Horton is his name.
He was particularly painful
Yeah.
to watch
Yeah.
because I knew what he was doing. He had a tricky job on his hand.
Yeah.
He also, what I found really difficult is I've never heard so many warnings about filming a gig.
Oh, yeah.
It was unbelievable.
Yeah.
From the moment you sat down,
hostile, wasn't it?
It was hostile. But on the 5th warning, I was like, wow, they are really getting this across that you cannot film the
So
show.
if they care that
but
much,
he
why not?
must have said it 30 times.
Why not do that thing that all the Americans do where they put your phone in a pouch? Why not do that thing?
I think this was the one you went to was pre-pouches because they're only about 2 or 3 years old, aren't they?
This is 2016, 2015 maybe that I went.
The other thing I found weird about going to watch it is because they were shooting it for Netflix. Before Kevin Hart even came on stage, the warm-up guy was telling the crowd, they were getting shots of the crowd laughing. So he was like, oh, what we need you to do now is laugh as if you've heard the funniest joke ever and we'll get shots of the crowd. And that might work in America, but in England, in London, everyone was like, well, we'll laugh when you say something funny. We're not just going to laugh.
We paid 60 fucking quid to be here.
But genuinely, the atmosphere in the arena started to turn a bit where I could hear people shouting out, where the fuck's Kevin? It started to, if it had gone on much longer, it would have got a bit tense because people were like, what the fuck's this?
Those paper cup boys, I think there was 3 sets.
Yeah.
And it was, including the compare, we thought we turned up late. It was an 8 o'clock start. We got in there at 10 to 8.
Yeah.
He only went on at about 9, 10 past 9. So there was over an hour of his support acts.
Yeah.
And one of them was pretty good. The one before Kevin Hart, I would say...
Main support.
He could have...
Yeah.
But he was just
remember
but
that guy.
the first 2, I was like, this is, just objectively, I've come to enjoy myself, pretty poor comedy. And it was getting titters, it was getting laughs. But if I'm honest, the guy before Kevin Hart was better than Kevin Hart than I saw.
I remember that guy, yeah.
And then Laura was like, well, why? He was quite good. Why do you think he was better? And I was like, because he's doing his best comedy ever. If they started out together, him and Kevin Hart, which I guess they're his mates from when they started out in comedy.
Yeah.
That's 20 years of set. So that's his best material in 20 years. Kevin Hart's doing his 5th special at that point or whatever.
Yeah.
So he's on his 5th hour and it showed.
Yeah.
Like
Where did you see it? Manchester?
Manchester, the MEN, yeah.
And you went in...
I went to the O2 one.
Have you played the O2? Because I know you...
I was the Spank Horton.
Because I know you've done some big tour sports, haven't you?
I did. I've done a couple of tours with Jack Whitehall where I've been the support act, and they've been in arenas. So we've done.
Hi, Jack. Would you like to come on the podcast? You're welcome on the couch
I
anytime,
think
mate.
Jack would be terrified in here.
Would he?
Yeah, I think you. Jack's quite shy, actually. I think you would scare him.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Now I want him in more than ever.
He'll come in.
But you did the O2 with Jack.
Yeah, we did 4 nights at the O2, which was, and we had now I'm saying it. We had a couple of support acts. Me and Lloyd Griffith did it.
Nice.
So Lloyd went on first, and then I went on, and then Jack went on. But
how was it? How did you feel like you like 4 O2 arenas?
Yeah.
So on the first one, were you nervy? By the fourth one, was it better?
Luckily, like the London dates were at the end of the tour, so we'd done all the arenas around the country. So by that point, we were quite used to it. But it's still like the O2 is different to.
Yeah, it's 20,000, isn't it?
It's got that. Yeah, it's got that sort of.
So what did you have to do differently, Tom? I'm fascinated by this. By that point, like you knew how to.
It's a weird. It's very different to gigging in a theatre or a club. Everything is much slower. So like you get through a lot less material than you would in a theatre, because you just have to
comes in waves,
slow right down.
Yeah.
And you feel like you're going too slowly, but you're not. You have to really slow down.
Why is that? Just because
you
go
it's
too
such
fast.
a massive room, and like if you talk too quickly, because your voice is literally echoing around the room, it will just get lost.
If you talk too quickly, like one of the speakers is still saying what you said 3 seconds ago while the other one's saying.
And also, so I didn't know this, but some of the arenas in the country have much better sound than others.
Yeah.
The O2 is really good, but like Sheffield Arena is terrible for sound because it's an ice rink. So Sheffield Arena, when they have gigs there, they put seats on the ice, so the ice on the ground.
That's so Yorkshire, isn't it? Right, we're having an arena. Right, we need a floor. They can just slip and slide to the bastard seats. Amazing. But you know your career's going all right if you're sat here slagging off arenas. Like I slag off gigs in Sheffield just because they're shit gigs. You're like, oh Dan, let me tell you.
It was just
once you've done the O2, the Nottingham Arena's a nightmare. Amazing.
I just remember the Sheffield one because of the ice. About halfway through the night, this sort of like mist starts to appear around
it's fucking melting, Jack!
Because of all the heat of everyone sat on it, this kind of mist starts to appear.
As if it melted and it just fell into a big pool.
How beautiful would that? Like it's a Jean-Michel Jarre concert, and smoke rises up as what a reference that was. As you're trying to do your bits. Oh, that's fucking brilliant. Now, how does, I suppose it's a bit of a hairy question, but you do an arena tour, you're not a mug, you know how many people are there. Is the pay, like, is it done for the whole tour? Is this something you're allowed to say on? I'm always fascinated by this because I've had offers of support, not loads, and it's like a big room, and they're like, obviously it's the £150 tour support, and you're like...
And you're doing the maths of the rest of the room,
I know they're not here for me.
Those 4 people there, they're paying for me, are they?
Do you know what? I've done a couple of tours with him, and the first tour, he came on stage on a horse. Yeah. He thought it would be funny to come on horseback. So sort of plays up to his like posh persona. So we travelled around the country with a horse in a horse box.
I'd love to do that at hot water, you know.
Yeah.
Standing up trying to get through that little gap in the fucking audience.
You'd have to have a little pony.
Fucking calm down, Shig.
No, come on now, Adam, get on the stage now. Fucking Shamrock's getting edgy. Come on now. That'd be brilliant. You know, after the pandemic, there's not going to be any horse entries. The country's in recession. The government's fucking ploughing all this money into it.
That's true. Yeah.
Jack Whitehall's going to have to work on his image a bit. Like, should we do horse for 2021?
It was pretty funny to come on stage in an arena on a horseback, because the horse would sort of walk through the crowd to the stage. It was pretty funny, but anyway, we travelled.
How did the horse then get from the floor onto the stage?
There was a ramp.
Oh, right, okay. In my head, that was a big jump.
Yeah, it vaulted the last bit.
Need a fucking Grand National winner.
But the point is, to come back to
the
money thing, at the end of the tour, because we had the same horse the whole time, and the horse trainer, I guess, came around with us.
I know where this is
At the end of the tour, I was chatting to the horse trainer, and I found out that the horse was being paid more than I was for the tour on the last night of the tour. And I was like, that's not good, is it? I feel like I've been slightly mugged off it.
That's a really painful conversation to have with your agent. Like, mate, I'm really not happy about this. Yeah. What, Tom? The fucking horse is getting
horses on more than I am.
That's fucking great, that.
Amazing.
Yeah, it was bad. So does that answer your question about money?
Yeah, it absolutely does.
Beautifully
That's
done.
a really good way to answer
The horse
it.
was actually very like it had a lot of credits. The horse had been in loads of TV shows and like I was chatting to the horse's
The Sun New Comedian of the Year 2016 as well.
Yeah.
Sorry, I said the name.
He'd been in like
Beep that one out.
He'd been in loads of like films and TV shows, and he was like quite a famous horse. He was sort of like very.
Is this what your agent told you afterwards?
Yeah.
Like,
He said, "Well, he's been on loads of TV. That's why he's got them. That's why the fee's higher."
what? Do you remember any of the credits?
They were all like films that have horses in. I don't
Wasn't
know.
War Horse.
Black Beauty.
Oh,
something
mate,
like
no.
that.
It was Black Beauty.
Maybe Black Beauty. It was.
I think you've just said a horse film from your head.
I was trying to think of a film with a horse in it.
The Lloyd's TSB advert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my. He's got fucking commercials. Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah, it was very. But then also we did about a month of theatres before the arenas. Obviously, you can't bring a horse into a theatre.
Famously.
So he would, as you know, as you've tried.
He just
And,
ride Lloyd Griffith in.
Well, I wore a horse costume.
No.
And Jack rode me onto the stage because he had a joke about coming on horseback. So he wanted to test the joke out. So for quite a few nights, I had to put a horse costume on with the tour manager, and he would
Did
ride
you play
us
the head
onto
or the
stage.
ass?
I think I was the back. But I remember him saying, "Have you ever supported anyone before that's ridden you onto the stage?"
Tom, it says here that in Cardiff, the horse pooed on stage.
That was a thing that they would do every night, and it was supposed to look like it just happened that night, but it happened every night.
Oh, behind the curtain there. See,
Yeah.
everything's written. Trust no one.
Fake shit.
Yeah.
Carl, have you got any questions for
I've got-
our esteemed guest? or-
Yeah, let's start with a little funny one.
I love it when he does a review of the bit before he does it. That's a bit of a.
Is the question going to be? Are there
It's
any?
basically him
Are
going,
there
if
any?
this bit's not funny, then it's your fault
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I've
yeah.
got a good question.
No, it's not. I've got loads.
Are there any words you can't say on the Isle of Man? That'd be a question.
Yeah.
Actually, would you rather be 4'5" or 7'7"?
7'7".
7'7".
Yeah.
7'7" is not as easy as you think, though, is it? If you get a plane anywhere, it's going to be a fucking nightmare.
Playing
6
anyway.
foot seven.
Being a midget doesn't look fun all the time,
Get
apart
some
from
good
when you've
jobs,
got
though.
loads of leg room on
It
a
looks
fucking
pretty fun, I
Ryanair
think.
flight.
It's fun for everyone else if you're a midget, isn't it?
Yeah.
6.
Crazy eyes. Keep going. Keep it going.
You know what I mean? I reckon
That's a
you're
nice
more
clip for
likely
this.
to get invited to parties if you're 4'5" than you are if you're 7'7".
Is 4'5" midget? What's 4'5"?
Am I going to Google the legality of midgets?
I don't think
Oh, I
midget
think
is
under 5 foot, you're
How
a.
tall are
a
midgets?
little person.
I do know that.
What's a goblin?
6'7", you're technically disabled if you're
4
6'7"
foot
and
10.
above.
Really?
I thought that was
Technically.
giant.
No, they count that as a disability if you're 6'7".
Being too tall, but if
Yeah.
anything, you've got more ability. You
Yeah.
can reach the fucking highest of shelves. That's not a disability, is it? I've got beef with that.
Yeah, but then dwarves can also reach the lowest of shelves.
Yeah.
Everyone can reach the lowest of
If
shelves.
you're too
just
tall,
bends
you
down.
fall over. 4'10's dwarfs.
Yeah. So 4'5", you are definitely you're
Mega
getting
dwarf.
invited. Like
You're a little person, please.
Yeah.
Little person.
yes,
Oh yeah, you're
yes,
right.
you are.
What if you were 7'7" but dog shit at basketball? Wouldn't that be fucking awful? You're like competitive.
How tall was like Michael Jordan?
8'3".
6'5",
8'3".
6'6".
8'3".
He wasn't particularly tall though, was he? I
What
think
did you say? 6'6"?
I think he was about 6'5", 6'6".
Shaquille O'Neal was the big one, money.
Yeah, he was about 7 foot. Shaquille O'Neal.
Shaq.
I think the tallest guys in the NFL, like the stupid
What about
tall
Scotty-
ones,
Scotty
are like
Pippen?
7'5", 7'4". They're like ridiculous.
Yeah.
And they make large men look really silly.
Yeah.
But they all die when they're like 43 because the heart goes, mate, I've done loads of work getting blood to that fucking
It's
arm.
like a big dogs always
The
die
midgets
early
live long
than
then?
small dogs.
Midgets live forever.
Do they like turtles?
Yeah, because they're magic.
Yeah. Because the blood doesn't have to go around.
No,
too much.
that's it. Totally. I'm sick of bumping into 143-year-old midgets. Go and see your nana, you're like, oh, Jesus, they're fucking everywhere. Tripping over. This has been a real...
You can't Webster's, but you couldn't move.
for midgets. You're going to town in midget hour.
Did somebody send that question in, or is that you just came up with that?
Yeah, I got sent in.
Yeah,
Got sent
we get a lot of
The
them.
amount of things in my inbox. It's so mental, my inbox.
Are we all going tall then, yeah?
I think tall, yeah.
There's nothing bad at being tall, no? You're not thinking...
What about when you if you were caught in a lady or the person you're wow! Try and do that again. That was fucking amazing. What about I don't know where you are status wise, but if you were DTF and you'd found someone you want to bang, Tom,
Yeah.
a lady or someone who identifies as a lady,
Yeah.
and oh my god, did you see the email where we
And
basically
I've got ADHD.
no. A trans lady emailed in, a trans woman emailed in and went, listen, I don't know if you fucked a trans woman, but Adam's single and I quite like him, and Dan, you're fit as fuck and I think you look good now you've put the weight on. And I was like, thank you. I am so starved of flirty emails
I haven't
that I'll
seen
take
that,
it
no,
off
but I'll have a
a trans woman.
I'll have a look. Yeah.
Have a look. That
Well,
sounds exciting.
That was a defensive batting away of that one, wasn't
No,
it? You
I'll have
just
a
went,
look.
nope.
I'm not committing to yes. I'm not committing to no. I want to have a little browse of the old.
See if she can spell.
Did she send a Did she send a photo in as well? Just to
No. I need to leave an air of mystery around these things.
Mm.
Thanks,
You're
mate.
gonna have too much mystery.
What were we
sometimes.
talking about?
Six. Girl, you're on Tinder. What's your height restriction? You know people do mileage. What's your height restrictions?
See, this is a difficult one, innit? Because I think
How
if
tall are you, Adam?
5'9", but I say 5'11".
Okay.
5'9".
2 foot of that's his dick. What?
5'9", I reckon.
5'9".
So like I could put up with a girl being a bit taller than me when she's got heels on.
So you 5'7's you because what is an inch or two heels, isn't it?
Yeah, it can be a bit more than that. So yeah,
What if she was dead fit and 6'4"?
Look, I know this is toxic, but I'd just feel emasculated if she was fucking.
Like a centre half?
Yeah, I
Adam
couldn't be
Bowles
stood
away.
next to fucking John Terry. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just feel like I'd feel insecure, and I know
think-
that's my issue. But
I think
it's
you've made, as soon as you say stood next to John Terry, the thing isn't about her height. You're like, yeah, I don't want to fuck John Terry either.
But surely five. If you're 5'9", there can't be that many girls who are taller than you. 5'9" is
yeah, that's
decent.
yeah, but with heels, so they get like that extra 3 inches, don't
What's
they?
the average height of a lady?
5'4", 5'3", 5'4".
Yeah, yeah,
I think
Four-
average
4'10".
height of a man is about 5'9", 5'10".
yeah. I can deal with it with heels on, but like
5'3" is the average of a lady in the UK.
here we go. Yeah,
What about on the
5'9"
Isle
for
of
men.
Man?
cut the
You're
tails off.
so average. Hold on.
6'5".
Oh,
I think I'd go small for the lady. I think that's,
you
No,
want
but
to be small.
I think that women value height quite a lot in.
Yeah, exactly. To a 4'5", I'm fucking tall, statuesque.
No,
No, what are you saying? You'd rather be?
what you'd rather be? Not what would you
Oh.
rather your missus be?
I swapped it round. Remember?
Oh right.
Oh, like what you'd get from a girl?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Yeah, I'd want to. Yeah, I don't want a 7'7" girlfriend. No. Can't be dating a fucking oak tree. What the fuck are you on about?
Oh, John Terry.
Yeah.
I've got
Yeah.
Good question though.
Thank you.
Question. Got
I
another
like
one?
that.
I have, yeah, and this includes a bit of an interactiveness.
Oh.
So, all right, lads, this is from
He's
Scott.
got a whiteboard. He's got a
This is
fucking
from
whiteboard.
To the whiteboard.
Scott Harcup.
Okay.
All right, lads, loving the podcast. It's certainly getting me through life as well. Listening whilst the missus screams her head off giving birth.
Oh my god.
Wow, that's a long labour, isn't it? When did you
Yeah.
send this email?
It sounds a bit dark.
Anyway,
So
I have a
whingy about that shit.
I have a debate which can't be solved. Let's avoid that one. So, you must pick 2 of these to defend you while the rest try to kill you. Okay?
Right.
So, I'm going to read it out. I'm going to put this up. You don't have to keep asking me, okay?
Okay. Crocodiles. Oh,
50 hawks,
50.
10 crocodiles, 3 brown bears, 15 wolves, 1 hunter, which I'm guessing is a man, 7 Cape buffalo, 10,000 rats,
Big fellas.
5 gorillas, and 4 lions. Big fellas and callback.
So
So
what?
you must pick 2
It's a
of
hell
them.
of a shopping list, I'll tell you that now.
You must pick
Fucking
2
hell.
of them to defend you, while the rest are trying to kill
That's
you.
a good question.
I want 5 gorillas and 50 hawks, please.
Yeah?
Because the gorillas are going to be hard as fuck. Oh, no, I want the buffalo.
I think the rats are the shout, you know.
No, they're not. Because you could just fucking bang them.
10,000 of them.
10,000's a lot,
Yeah,
isn't
but
it?
you've got fucking
10,000
5 gorillas
rats.
and a load of
And all you
fucking
need was a knife.
7 buffalo. Buffalo would crush the rats because they'll be fucking stomping on them.
Mate, that was beautiful.
I didn't even hear it.
He did an Alanis Morissette 10,000 rats joke. 10,000 rats when all you need is a big fella. You don't want to say 10,000 rats,
No.
but 10,000 rats is a lot of rats.
7 buffaloes I definitely want. And I think I want the gorillas as well. So there's my answer. Buffaloes.
10
and gorillas.
hawks, 10 crocodiles, 3
The
brown
buffaloes
bears.
would kill the rats by standing on them. And the gorillas, like...
7 buffaloes killing 10,000 rats.
Hang on. What could a rat do to a buffalo?
Chew the legs off.
Wow.
So how many rats per buffalo? It's about 1,300.
Yeah.
So it's about 1,300 rats are trying to twat 7 buffalo.
I'd go rats and hawks. She's got the ground in the air.
That's so fuck. I go rats and hawks.
But how are you stopping a fucking brown bear getting at you?
What? The rats. And the hawks would be... Hawk would do its eyes in. It's blind, and he's just fucking picking its back, and it's fucked, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know, you know.
I'm going 15 wolves, 5 gorillas.
Can I just say, no matter what you pick, I think you're fucked.
It's not either way. It's not a good place to be, is it?
Yeah.
No.
What's going on here? What a day.
Which one? We've completely ignored the hunter.
Yeah, he's fucked, though, isn't he? Any of them kill him.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's got one
Who the
shot with
fuck
his
sent
gun.
in this great? Is this man having a nervous breakdown?
No, he's having a baby.
Who's got time to write questions like this?
It's a long labour.
Oh, you want to see what we do sometimes? On the drunk episode, I invented a quiz show called Who Wants to Be a Murderer with Dicks? And it was
Right.
about the murder capitals of the world and the biggest dick size in the world. And I amalgamated them and made a quiz. It took me hours, and it was fucking nonsense.
Is that an idea you're pitching around the channels, or?
Yeah, I think it's going to end up very late night on Channel 5.
Tom, what are you going for?
Hawks and bears.
Hawks and bears?
Bears are the biggest, aren't they? So
Yeah.
probably bears.
I think you need an animal that's going to be able to. One of the gorillas can sort of hug over me like a. So the other 4 gorillas are fighting. So the hawks, they can't get to me. So like the mama gorilla's going to look after me like in Tarzan, and
Maybe the
Mama
gorillas
like
could
that.
sort of,
Mama like
mama
that.
gorilla like that.
maybe if the gorillas will get around you and like put you in a little cocoon.
And raise me.
Yeah.
I think with 15, I think 15 wolves is being underestimated
We're
here.
forgetting the lions as well.
Well, mate, I'd rather have 15 wolves than 4 lions. Fact.
You could ride a buffalo away from the gaff, though. You could just get on and be like, come on, Jeff, off we go.
God, there's been too much animal riding on this, hasn't there?
Are
You
gonna
a
ride
pony.
a buffalo.
Fucking watch me, lad. Get me one and I'll show you.
It's a fucking
Should we get a buffalo in for next week?
It's just like a really aggressive horse, isn't it?
Yeah. Just a dead aggressive horse.
That feels like how your gypsy character would sell a buffalo.
Yeah. Come on now. You don't need a horse. I got a lovely buffalo from Moira.
Moira the buffalo.
Moira the buffalo. Yeah, I've gorillas.
Is there a right answer to
gorillas.
this?
And I think they're all wrong.
Yeah,
As Adam
you
said.
fucked. Yeah, you're dead.
You're actually wrong. The
Douche.
right answer is 50 hawks.
No one was asked about crocodiles, eh?
Now.
Because the water aren't either on the fucking
And they're slow,
habitat.
aren't they? They pretend that they'll be like pretending they're all cash.
Yeah.
You fucking bang them before they've even realised.
I'd
I
bang
reckon
it. I'd bang
smash
a crocodile.
head, and you know,
Do you reckon?
1-on-1. Yeah,
Yeah.
like 1-on-1 with a crocodile.
We just got to
Any
close the
place,
mouth, haven't
anytime.
you? Once the mouth is closed,
Just need to get their back.
they've got no strength opening
their
the mouth. Oh, you're going to choke him out?
What's the biggest animal you reckon you could bang?
Biggest animal.
Like crocodiles are big animals. What's like the fucking toughest animal you reckon you could fucking whack?
Buffalo.
A boy.
Just an angry horse, isn't it?
Pigeon. I'd take a pigeon on.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you reckon?
Smash a pigeon.
Fucking hell, the hard London streets.
I'd have a
I think
pigeon.
they've toughened you up too
I'd have a
much.
pigeon if it was tied down.
I reckon I could batter a giraffe.
Yeah.
He's gone.
But no, I haven't.
Oh, I thought you had.
No, I haven't.
I thought you were
I'm,
just like-
I'm genuinely like, I really want to answer this question.
All right.
I'd
I'd swat a panda.
yeah,
Yeah,
they're
quite placid, aren't they?
Yeah. I'd fuck up a koala.
Would you?
Oh, I'd bang him right out of a tree.
Shark. Apparently, if you hit a shark on the nose, it fucks off. So if you get a quick one in and they try and go away, and then you fuck a couple of rib shots.
Yeah, but where do
There's
you
no
go
way
then?
you're going to take a shark.
Yeah, where do you go then?
What do you mean?
Well, you've punched the
Ride me
shark.
dolphin back to shore.
Oh, sorry.
What about a stingray? It took Steve Irwin down, didn't it?
Yeah, but he was too confident with animals.
Yeah,
man.
but
He
he
was
was-
like, oh, it's
he
a
was
fucking
noncing it,
stingray.
wasn't he?
Give us a hug. Fuck
Yeah.
off.
It didn't attack. He was fucking molesting
Steve
it.
had his hand on the stingray's knee.
Ah, look, I can fucking stroke it.
Yeah.
Do you reckon he was tinkling, pinkling?
He listen, when he died, everyone was like, oh my God, it's so... But like, stop fucking with animals. They'll not kill you.
Do you reckon he shagged any of them?
I don't think he was fucking them, was he?
No, I'm just saying... He's
Is this an exclusive?
Just
He
touching him
defo
up a
shag
bit.
something him.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
He
Have you
shagged
seen that?
something.
That Netflix thing, My Octopus Teacher.
I saw it in the list and went,
Fucking
I
hell,
can't be
so
asked.
weird. It's about a man who has a relationship with an octopus.
Wow.
I'll watch it.
Would you bang out an octopus?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a stupid
Just
question.
stay out the way of the ink, don't you? Miss me.
Yeah.
Huss!
Right, I've got another question here.
Are you sure? Because this feels like it's fully off the rails. We've
This
got-
isn't going to get it back on the wells, by the way.
Yeah, good. Lean into it. I love it when it
Some
goes
Gary,
weird.
Gary Harris. Sup, lids. Really
Gary Harris, Gary Harris, Gary.
Play for Stockport
Gary
County
Harris.
in the 1990s.
Really love
Gary
the
Harris
pods.
is-
Keep up the good work. Bit of a mad one, but I really like this girl at work, and I'm not quite sure how to approach the subject. She always seems interested in me, and we always have a laugh, especially on work nights out and stuff. But I'm pretty sure she's got a boyfriend. Should I send her a picture of my penis?
No.
Please help.
No, you should. Right.
Of course.
I-
Shoot your shot.
Yeah, but not
Shoot
with your dick.
Yeah.
Did you say they work together?
Yeah, and she seems interested, but he thinks she might have a boyfriend.
I would always
I think
say,
the dick pic comes a bit further down the line.
How
I
many?
would
How
check-
many messages before the
I
dick
would
comes
check.
out, Tom?
I say at least one. Like
You're a
bare,
second-
bare minimum.
You're a second message dick
No,
picker.
I'm not. I'm saying that's you've got to at least be like, what's happening? Then, like, you can't just you can't write what's happening on your dick.
I thought all you young lads were just opening up with the dick.
No,
Was
you can't
it?
write what's
A
happening
lot
on
of
your
guys
dick.
do, I think. They just go straight in with a dick pic.
Get on this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're having it or not? If they're not, move on.
I don't. No woman, like, lads need to stop sending unsolicited dick pics because no girl in the world sees it and is like, like, if you're getting a bit flirty and she's like, I want to see your dick, then sound, maybe she's in the mood. But no one's getting an unexpected dick pic in the inbox and being like, that's the dick for me.
Made my morning.
Yeah. Unless it's an absolute pipe.
Oh, there's a caveat.
Thing is, though, a pipe can be. I mean, I'm not speaking on behalf of ladies, but a pipe.
Yeah.
Are we talking like stupidly big?
Yeah, but I'm
Yeah.
not saying she'd want it, but she might be like,
Fucking
fucking size of that.
Bollard
Look,
cock.
you
Yeah.
look, it's creepy, innit? It's grim.
So what should he do then?
in reality?
What's the age? How old is he?
He should ask her out.
Imagine if they're 54. She's 53. I'm 54.
They also work
Open with a
together.
dick pic.
You think she's got a fella?
Why don't you just ask first and then send the dick
Like,
pic?
it's so easy to find out if a girl's got a fella.
Take a risk.
Yeah. Take a risk and ask her out. Don't take a risk and send her your fucking pubic
Yeah,
region.
but how does he ask it out? He works with it. It's not something you do in work, is
Write it on his dick.
it? Yeah, you should do that.
What's
get a
happening?
fucking
What if he's not
Sharpie.
erect and it just says, what?
You got a boyfriend? Question mark on the fucking vein.
Maybe the fact that she's not mentioned she's got a boyfriend probably suggests she probably doesn't have a boyfriend.
There you go, Tom. He's fucking Poirot
Just
over
ask. Just like, all it takes to find out is, what you been up to? Oh, I've been in ours. What your boyfriend? I haven't got a boyfriend. It's that easy.
Here's me
It's
dick.
really that easy to find out if someone's got a fella.
And then you go, so just to clarify, you are single, you don't have a boyfriend.
there. And then the dick
Can you
pic.
just sign this
Yeah.
NDA?
But his issue
Have you got a
isn't that.
boyfriend?
His issue isn't a boyfriend. It's how to approach the subject of asking it out.
You just ask. Just shoot your shot. And if you get shot down, take it on the chin and just be like, I shot me. Like we were talking about on the Lockdown Lock-In, the lad we used to work with, who we won't name on a public episode. If you want to find out, go and check out the Lockdown Lock-In on patreon.com/haveaweirdpod. The lad we used to work with, he would go up to a girl, be like, what's happening, girl? Can I get you a bevy? And if she said no, he went, can't blame me for shooting me shot. Just do it in work. Hey, what are you doing on Saturday? Just wondering if you want to come round to ours and I'll make you a
But
fucking
everyone's that confident.
tiramisu.
Should you do it by text? Should you do it in person?
In person.
I would have thought that the fact they work together makes it a bit easier because you can just make it seem like a work drink, can't you? And then
Oh, yeah.
see how it goes. It
Have you
doesn't,
got,
it doesn't have to sound like...
Linda, have you got any spare envelopes and some pussy? Then see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
Or
get to it.
full on year 6 school tactics. And if she says no, just pretend you were only messing.
Yeah.
Do you want to go with me?
Ask your mate to ask for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, ask HR to ask her for you. That's what HR are for. Mate, will you get HR to ask? Will you go with my mate?
Do you want to go out with me? No. I was only messing you, dick. I don't want to go out with you.
I've got a question that I want to know, but how long can we
Yeah, go on. We've got 10 minutes.
Okay, it's not a have a word though.
Okay.
No,
have a word today, guys.
This is
Send
from-
them in.
this is
We
from-
are running low on them.
Dan Owen.
Haveawordpod@gmail.com.
Dan Owen. All right, Lids.
Very professional today, I like it.
Just a quick question for the pod sometime. A bit of a conspiracy theory question. If you could know the details to any major event, what would you choose?
The Kennedy assassination.
So he said, e.g. the JFK, Princess
Bin
Diana,
shitter.
moon landing. For some examples, what would you want to know and why?
What about you, Tom? Come to you first.
Mm,
Not really into the conspiracies. I love them, mate. The Kennedy assassination. I really want to know what happened.
I would say only because I've just been watching a thing about it, but I'm quite into the Princess Diana conspiracies.
Yeah, she was definitely off, though.
That's quite interesting.
Yeah.
So
and
I
Area
maybe wanna know
51.
about that.
Area 51 or JFK. It's one of them
Area
two.
51's not related to Diana, I don't think.
Or so they have you believe.
That's what they called the area in Paris, where they.
Every 51.
I'm going 9/11, me.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just want to know if it was a fucking inside job or not. Maddie, she's.
Oh, that's a good shout.
I
yeah.
think it's quite obvious what's happened with Maddie McCann. I think.
What do you think happened?
I think she was killed within the week. As soon
but
as the
what,
news.
like, was she kidnapped with her parents in on it?
No, I think she was kidnapped because of like negligence, and then she was killed when the news blew up.
Okay.
She was hot property, wasn't she? They didn't
You
need
seem
her.
to know a lot about that.
Yeah,
I'd like to know what Adam's granddad did for an actual job. That'd
He was
be
a
good.
plasterer. He actually was a plasterer. So just so you know, because you might not be in on this, my granddad single-handedly plastered the entire Liverpool Cathedral.
What?
Right? And these don't believe me.
Oh, God.
Single-handedly plastered the entire
Who's the guy
Metropolitan
who
Cathedral. in
painted
Liverpool.
the ceiling in the Rome?
Yeah, what's his
Sistine
name?
Chapel.
Fucking-
Michelangelo.
So he's like the
Michelangelo.
Michelangelo of Liverpool.
Yeah, Johnny Angelo.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you be if we could
Is
if
Steve
you could find
Angelo
all the
the DJ?
conspiracies and then just be the bullshit bell was what?
Is
What do you
Steve
got?
Angelo, the DJ, related like long-term to Michelangelo?
No.
No.
Silly person. How can we? This is it's remarkable. This pod does so fucking well. He's just been like, yeah, I think Madeleine McCann was probably killed, after negligence, and then within 2 minutes, was there Steve Angelo directly related to Michelangelo on the same mental schizophrenic
Is
podcast?
Angelo Michael's surname, or is it one big word?
And was he a Ninja Turtle?
Michelangelo is one name.
Is
It's
it?
not
What's his
Michael.
surname then?
I don't know.
Because it's not fucking Smith, is it? Michelangelo Smith just hasn't got the...
Are there any
concept.
conspiracy theories you actually believe in?
I don't think 9/11 was, like... I think they knew about 9/11. I think there's aliens at Area 51.
Basically,
You're also
all of them.
you're a Holocaust denier as well, aren't you?
No. No, I'm not saying it didn't happen.
Fucking hell.
I'm just saying there's a few unanswered questions and a
Sure.
few loose ends.
Dan, I want to know yours because you're quite a non-believer, aren't you?
And I don't think... I think the government were involved in JFK as well.
Yeah, that's
I think the government were involved in Madeleine McCann.
yeah.
Yeah.
What
What did they take her for?
Yeah.
She was
Fucking toys.
She was a spy.
A spy. Madeleine McCann was a spy. Spy Kids 3 is going to be a belter, isn't it?
Oh, JJ.
Keep going, Tom. So where is she now? What's she up
Oh
to?
no, God.
She's in Area 51.
With Diana, Osama bin
Diana's
Laden.
there.
Tupac and
Michael
Biggie in there.
Jackson's there.
Oh! Yeah, I want to know where Tupac is as well.
Orlando Anderson killed him.
My mum reckons Michael Jackson's alive. She completely believes he's alive.
Right. And what?
Yeah.
Just on a hunch.
Yeah.
Tom, dinner's ready, and I've just got a feeling about Michael
It's
Jackson.
purely based on a hunch, yeah.
Tupac's released
calling my
too
mum
many
alive?
songs after his death.
Yeah.
Tupac's released too many songs after his death, and they're all good as well. Do you know what I mean? That's the problem I've got with the Tupac thing, is every song he released posthumously, was a banger. So, like, I'd understand if there was some shit
What
ones.
bangers has he released?
Mate,
Ghetto Gospel.
Tupac's nan has released every fucking video, every tape that she found in the fucking attic. If she had a recording of Tupac doing a shit, it would be a hit song with Elton John singing over it like, hey, that's the shit.
Are you telling me that he wrote
Nan
Ghetto
Tupac.
Gospel and just went, that's not good enough for any album? Bollocks. He was in Cuba. The recording is fucking perfect. It's not even a dodgy recording.
No.
Elton John.
Tupac's nan's a fucking big fella.
Tupac is in Cuba.
So do you reckon you know Elton John? You think Elton John knows where Tupac is?
No, I don't reckon Elton John's in on it.
What about that?
Yeah, because he seems like you could keep a secret, doesn't he, Elton? Like, to tell Elton all your secrets. Like, darling!
I don't reckon he's in on it. I reckon there's only like 4 or 5 people who know. Like, it's a need-to-know basis for Tupac.
What's that? There's a really weird conspiracy theory. The one about that Paul McCartney died.
Yeah.
The
Paul
shoes.
McCartney died and was replaced by a lookalike. He was.
No
yeah.
shoes on in the album cover and stuff.
Yeah. And they leave hints so that like you get onto it.
What do you think of that? Do you believe that?
Paul McCartney was replaced by a lookalike.
Do you know what the
Got a different
yeah.
nose and everything.
do you know what the gay bomb is?
Do you know what the gay bomb is? This is a real thing. Get ready to press it because you're going to want to and it's not even fake.
Gay bomb.
Do you know what the gay bomb is?
So I think it was World War II. The Nazis wanted to come up with a weapon that didn't just like decimate people in areas. They wanted to do something that messed with foreign military. So they came up with a plan. I'm not sure they put it in action.
I'm not sure they did either, but go on.
To make a bomb that would make all like enemy soldiers
Gay.
homosexual, because then they'd be too distracted wanting to fuck each other than fight the Nazis.
And what was in the bomb? Glitter and a Cher CD? What? The Nazis are like, come on, Gunter, put the poppers in the bomb and we'll explode it over the trenches. Like, oh my God. Yeah.
That's just your gypsy impression.
How are we going to find more boys, Gunter? I've got an idea. Glitter bomb.
Yeah, a gay bomb.
Surely that's not true.
Yeah, a gay bomb and a halitosis bomb.
But what were they going to put in the get? How was that going to work?
I wasn't part of the bomb building in World War II. Not too sure.
Oh my God. Just as the bomb explodes. YMCA.
Oh, that has been one of
Tom,
my favourite episodes for ages, that.
what a treat. I still
covered
feel
everything,
I
haven't we?
still feel bad. This is how mental this podcast is.
Yeah.
Of all the offensive things we've said, I still feel bad that you got ridden by Jack Whitehall on tour. That's not easy, is it?
And then they replaced him with a real horse and paid the real horse more.
You can use that as the caption for the episode. I got ridden by Jack Whitehall.
Have you got anything to plug? Do you want to tell people where they can find you on social media?
I do a podcast with Maisie Adam, who you roasted.
I roast battled, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely decimated there.
Yeah. You gay bombed her.
Gay bomb.
Yeah.
Gay gun.
So you can listen to that. It's called That's a First. It's just the second series just started.
Oh, nice.
It's a bit of a different vibe to this.
Slightly, yeah.
We just interviewed the hairy bikers yesterday.
They'd be great, honey, yeah?
They would love this, the hairy bikers.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're really funny. They're great.
Should we get them in? Hairy bikers.
Yeah, I'm up for like everyone. This is better than being at home.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
You should try and get sort of really obscure guests on. Really weird. Like,
We need Michael Lavelle, don't we?
Yeah.
I want a porn star on.
I want Kevin
That'd be
Webster from
great. Get a
Coronation
porn
Street.
star.
I would love a
Sophie Anderson.
No, I want
you're like the new Howard Stern, aren't you?
I would love to just. I want to talk. Not even like someone a Scouse porn star. Is there any Scouse porn stars?
No.
There must be.
I know.
There's Scouse girls who are on the internet getting fucked.
No,
There's no Scouse porn
I know one,
stars.
and I used to babysit for their kids.
Oh, did you, yeah?
Yeah, I'm not even lying.
Let's get her on.
Oh, God.
And the kids.
I've got such a story about that. I'll tell another time.
That's a little teaser. Tune into the next episode of the Have a Word podcast.
If you're a
with
porn
Carl.
star, come and sit on our
You're going to have
couch.
to tell that story on a Patreon.
I've got some questions.
Juicy.
So your podcast is called That's a First with Maisie
Yeah,
Adam on
yeah.
all good podcast platforms. Social
And bad
media
ones.
at Tom Lucy.
Tom Lucy, yeah. Tom James Lucy on Instagram. Couldn't
Belter.
get Tom Lucy.
Another cunt running around with your name.
Yeah, I've tried to get it off him, but
Awesome. Well, Thanks for supporting the podcast as always. Please go to
There's a bell to that
patreon.com/haveawordpod and sign up. You get an extra episode every week. You get early access to these public episodes, and you also get discounts on merch and advanced stuff on live tickets. All that.
And the
There's
new
loads of
merch
benefits.
is amazing.
Starts at £3 a month. Go and do that now. Keep supporting. Thanks for listening. Bye,
Thanks, Tom.
Felicia.
Bye, Felicia.